Hey everyone, I'd like to thank Turkey Tom for throwing this
speed, no handles, flying like a banshee. They use cheat codes, but we don't cheat though. No cliff notes, homie, we don't need those. Come on and just take the high road. I'm trying to fly though, wanna touch the sky but still lie low. Never watered down even with the hydro. Vaporize the hate so I don't have to keep my eyes low. Hit Oslo, get it in Norway. Cleanse palates with the callous man sorbet. Doorways open up, yup, more cake. Soon enough the sweet turns sour, more court dates. We burn it down though and just live it up. It sucks ass when they ask about a living trust. I don't have one cause I don't have shit, and when I do I'm probably gonna just stash it. It takes time for the interest to make sense. It makes sense for the linguist to invest. I've been blessed with a brain and some rhythm. Those hairs too square. Carry-ons, but we carry hope. No politics, but y'all should probably vote. Don't involve me, I live for the stereo. Right side, left side, middle path, adios. No label when you living independent. Rent is too damn high for my pension. Like the lottery, the way it just rubs off. Opposite of Jimmy McMillan, I take the gloves off and take some cheap shots, fighting for the beatbox. I'm throwing down harder than the dude who beat Brock. I'm more able though, but still murderous. On the beat.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. I am up bright and early on this wonderful Saturday morning. Actually, I was up earlier. Anyway, hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Sorry that we didn't get to stream last night. We just had IRL stuff happened to all three of us, and yeah, so it wasn't gonna work out. So we'll make it up somehow. But anyway, how's everybody doing? How's chat? Hey, Nintendo, Loki. Who else is here? I hope. We got, of course, Gigi, which I'm gonna unmute here in just a second, and Big Dude. Cool. Usual suspects. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I just figured I'd go live now. Got a busy day today. Probably won't be taking any other callers besides Gigi, who is here with me today, who is awesome. Squatchin and I read. Squatchin and Toxic will probably not be able to make it today, but they're welcome to join in when they can if they want. Nerdy can too, or whoever. But probably won't be taking any other call-ins. Besides those people, obviously, because I want to get through this topic as much as possible, and because we got a lot to cover. Now I will just say, and I was going to say this anyway, I don't have a whole lot. There's a lot, as I'm sure that you guys know. Over the last couple of days, there's been a lot of tweets and stuff that have came out about this, and there's so much to this. I don't have everything. I just have the video. 2 videos, the CoffeeZilla video and the Locale Live one, obviously. And then I have a couple of tweets. But the tweets that I have are ones that you guys have probably seen. And they're ones that I threw in there that I thought were funny. So, that you may or may not have seen. So that's essentially where I'm at. Like, again, there is so much to this that I boiled it down to what I thought would be, not only relevant to talk about, but be good to talk about too. So, anyway, so we're going to get started here in just a minute, so let me go ahead and undeafen. And thank you, Nintendo Mail. I do like these too. Hello, my Gigi.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. I was like Thursday, I've been on too many streams, and here I am. It's an addiction.
You haven't been on... You said you haven't been on too many streams?
No, I said I was like, I'm going to take a break. I've been on a lot of streams. I kind of need to disengage a little bit, and here I am, not disengaging at all.
Well, we appreciate you, and yes.
Not only that, but I'm also trying to bully a couple of people into doing more podcasts with me. So, here, this is what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, what couple of
You've
podcasts
seen
are you
this.
thinking of doing?
Listen, I'm trying to. Firstly, I've been wanting to do something with Empress for the longest, and because I love her, and she's so talented. Can I say she's so talented? I don't feel people appreciate enough how talented Empress is. And
Oh,
this is not me.
yes.
This is not me kissing her butt because she probably won't even hear this. But Empress deserves so much love. She does so many things. I can't wait. She just did the song for Still Connected, and I love it. And it's not just because I'm in it. I just think like it's such a cute firstly the beat is good, and like it's such a cute little like look at all the hosts being together.
Yeah, it's really cool. That was a great idea of hers to do. Absolutely.
Yes.
07
And
Empress, yes.
07's to Empress. And me and Empress definitely, listen, I'm not admitting to gooning over anybody, but if I need to have a chat about some things, let me put it this way. I'm all of a sudden very interested in Australian hockey. I'm not going to say why I'm very interested in Australian hockey, but if you're into men, you might want to take a look at that starting lineup.
Do you mean Canadian hockey?
No, I mean Australian hockey. Listen. Okay.
What?
I mean Australian hockey.
What? Australian hockey? That's random. What
It is random. It is random, and you know how on your phone it just tells you like the tagline of what somebody sent you, but not a picture of it. I got a message on my phone that just said Australian hockey team, right? And I was like, okay, well I know who sent me this, right? Because I only get hockey things from 2 people. And I clicked on it and I was like, why did she think I would have any, like, I love everything Empress sends me. So of course I looked at it regardless, but I was like, why does she think I want more hockey? And then I saw what she sent me, which was like a video of them like walking into the stadium. And I was like, okay, I understand now. I see.
I see. And,
oh yeah, and I was like, I've never dated a hockey player, but maybe
neither have I.
Maybe I need to, expand my horizon.
I mean, you can't. There he is. Hi, Nerdy. We were waiting for you. Hi.
Nerdy, you just came in for us to appreciate Australian hockey players. Do you have any?
You got perfect timing.
Go Sports.
Go Sports. Yeah.
There you go.
So dying to do something with Empress, and it will happen someday. It's really, I think that one's more like scheduling than anything else. And then I'm actively trying to bully Badwick into doing a podcast with me. Because I feel like we are 2 people in the community who really get along with everybody, and we're very diplomatic for the most part. I'm only diplomatic because people don't listen to what I have to say, to be fair. But in general, neither of us really have issues with people. We're pretty passive. And I think if there's one person who could roll with like really random podcast topics, it's probably Badwick. So
yeah, probably. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm actively bullying him. I literally sent him a message that was like, hey, we should do a podcast together. Here's my reasons. Reason 1, I want it. Reason 2, I will bully you into this eventually.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Well, he's 3, also super busy with other stuff too, I bet. But I mean,
he is. But I think if I give him structure and myself structure, we can do it, because I feel like Badwick's, and here we are talking about Badwick. Badwick's thing is more like finding the muster to do the thing and like put together a docket and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, listen. You show up, and I will tell you the most random thing you've heard all day, and then we'll talk about it. Because sometimes I just get thoughts. Like the other day, I'm not going to talk about this now, but the other day, I was unclear how exactly men, urinate. And we talked about that for a while, and I have so many.
Excuse-moi.
You were there. You were there.
When did this happen? I was not there for this. I did not hear this conversation.
You absolutely heard this conversation. I think this was on stream at some point.
Was it? I don't remember. I would think I would remember this.
For clarity's sake, here's my thing. I don't have an appendage, right? I don't have a thing that sticks outside of my body, right? So I'm like, And men are always missing somehow. You were there for this, K-Huck, because I remember you
now,
saying,
yes,
Mr. Huck never,
yes,
right?
now I do.
And
Yeah,
yes, and I was like, okay, so how is it possible that um how is it
yes, and
possible
but
that
you
some
sent
men
it to
never
me.
miss
Yes,
and somehow there are other men who've had this their entire lives, right? They're 30, 40, 50, and they miss all the time. How is that
yes,
possible? Like there
yeah.
must be some mechanic I don't understand. So
My
genuinely, I
bad.
understand that it's a weird topic, but it's a functional question that I have. And
My
it's
bad. I
been now
forgot about
explained to
that.
me.
I think this is
Yeah.
your autism.
What?
Nerdy's blaming here. Jesus, Nerdy. Oh
No,
goodness
anyway.
me. But yeah,
My
no,
point
no, I
is,
do remember that. Yes.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
So,
came on here to formally apologize. Much like Brad Taste,
oh,
I
What?
took a picture. I took a picture of a Zionist, and I just want to come on and formally apologize.
for the record, by Zionist, he means Jew because these things are equal now in the world apparently.
True.
Yeah.
You have to be
Well-
clear about that, nerdy, because you can get in trouble by making a joke that some people take very
Well-
seriously.
Well,
Two
you know,
things.
that's why I'm coming on to what joke? I'm formally apologizing right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you're doing it with your shit eating
Yeah.
tone.
I can hear it too. I can 100%.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey,
So,
you guys have confirmed the authenticity of these photos. Okay, I have to come on and apologize.
I mean, fair enough.
You're not wrong. No, but retirement was fun, but Boogie forced me out of it. Okay, well, good for you, Teddy.
Trippy is
I'm
here,
glad.
and because he's here, can I real quick make an announcement and clarification for the class?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay, here's the announcement and clarification. It has been pointed out to me by one Mr. Trippy Savage that part of my online persona is that I hate men. I do not hate men. I don't hate men at all. Maybe I feel free to talk about this because genuinely everyone who's like very very close to me, like literally my best friends, are all men. Is that shocking to anybody? It shouldn't be. They're all men.
No. No.
I have a lot of good girlfriends now, including Miss KHuck here. And John, you're not a girlfriend, but you're also a good friend, and some other people.
Yes.
But to be clear, I do not hate men, really. I do feel the need to vent about them on the internet. I feel like this is a place for it. And I love the memes, and I will meme very hard, but I do not hate men. That's clarification 1. Clarification 2, I don't actually have a racial preference because, boy, do some people think that I only like Asian men. I do like Asian men. I like all men. I don't have, Gigi for sure hates men. Just you, Teddy. Just you, Teddy.
No, don't hate Teddy. No.
I don't hate Teddy. I like Teddy. Teddy's fun.
He feels.
I wish Party was here, and then it would be a party. No, I don't hate men. I don't actually things like, guys, this is a part of when we're on stream. You guys know this. We're also being a little bit more amped up versions of ourselves.
Yes.
You know what I
yes.
mean?
Yeah.
Clearly, I've leaned into some aspect of it a little.
What are you
too
talking about?
hard.
I am the ultimate narcissist, both online and offline.
Shut
That's
the hell
true.
up.
That's factual. So yeah, to be really clear, this is a safe space for me to vent about men. However, not the case. I love men. I really appreciate them. I'm really thankful for the men in my life. I understand that they're not all bad. However, I will also say men do some fuck shit. Okay, so I'm gonna
I either
stop
confirm
dating
or deny
Gigi.
this.
Yeah, so sometimes, and listen, I'm aware that women do some fuck shit too, but since I stay away from those kind of women in general, I never hear about that. The only thing I hear from my female friends is how men have done XYZ. So maybe I need to expand my horizon. Maybe I need to introduce some men who date toxic women into my life so that I can see the other side a little bit better. But I'm an equal
That's fair.
opportunity hater. Exactly. I'm an equal opportunity hater. And I just need to know more stories from it. Now, I will also say that if you date a crazy bitch, I guarantee you she told you she was crazy early on and you didn't listen. So,
Yep.
whereas men tend to pretend to be perfect and then go crazy, that's the difference. A
What do you
woman
mean?
is crazy throughout, and you didn't
And
listen.
also, to be fair, there are women out there who do not reveal their crazy first and foremost. They hide it. They keep it hidden, and then it just spills
That's
out.
what
Because
KHuck did
They
to
can't. You
Mr. Huck.
can't control
He
it
hid it.
forever.
I did not. I did. Excuse me. Excuse you. I do not hate Mr.
I would also like to point out, as it is very clear that I have like very little like vocal like speech filter. Like if somebody talks to me the first time, this is what they're getting for the most part, right?
Yep.
So if you have any questions about whether I talk too much, whether I'm gonna say something weird, whether I'm gonna whether I'm gonna ask you a question that's like way too personal, way too soon. Hi, hello, have we met? Because all day,
I
every day,
remember. Do you
right
remember
away.
the first time? Do you remember the first time you and I talked? Do you remember this?
I
do.
don't remember it vividly. But I do remember that we talked for a while. Like it was like two, 3 hours or
At
something.
least, yeah. At least.
Yeah. So the very first conversation I ever had with KHuck, we went on, and literally KHuck was, I'm usually a talker, but you're a match, girl. You're a match for me. And I was
know I
like,
am.
yep.
Yep. I can be if you get me in the right mood and stuff. I can be absolutely.
In my own
Absolutely.
defense, I'm on a new ADHD medication and it's making me a little bit hyper. I do like it. I do get more focused, but also like all it's done is also focused all the thoughts in my head in a direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. There's news.
I have something to show you both. You probably both have already seen this, but oh my god.
What's Watch and posted?
Yes.
I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, John. Oh, John, get ready. Look. Look. I am showing this first and foremost. I do not care. Okay, so before we officially get started, hi Squatchin, I have to show this off. Hold on, give me a second.
Hey.
Oh, I love this so much.
Squatchin's in the chat. She's here.
Hi,
Squatchin, get up
Squatchin.
here. We're gonna show your art now. Your beautiful art. You're beautiful and not at all offensive art.
Absolutely adore this. Look, guys. Oh my god. Why this was not done before, I have no idea, but it is amazing. Oh, that is incredible. Oh my god. And apparently Now Recording was the one that gave her the idea. I guess it was from their stream from yesterday. Or last night. I didn't get a chance to watch that, but I'm gonna now. Well, I was going to anyway, but I'm for sure watching it now. That's amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it. W Squatchin, that's amazing.
Hey.
Oh, she told me to zoom in on his mouth for an Easter egg. Oh god.
Oh.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus.
Zoom in on
Okay,
his
hold
mouth.
on.
Interesting.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, he's eating a bug like Oogie Boogie would. That's funny. Oh, that's great. Well, thank you, Squatchin. Appreciate you. Hold on. Let me minimize this again. There we go. Thank you, Squatchin. W to Squatchin. W to Squatchin.
Hey.
Yes. Anyway. All right, here we go.
I am further sad. Some people who are in here know that I've been saying I want to do a road trip and visit everybody. And one of my sadnesses is that it will have to be a separate road trip for me to visit the Canadian friends.
True. Yeah, true.
So.
True. Well, yeah, because that's like, well, what was I gonna say? Yeah, because that would be like a good. Oh God, I don't even want to know how long.
I've been chat GPTing it this morning, and the total drive time. Because the plan is visit Lamar, visit Nerdy, visit KHuck, stop in Dallas for the Goth Club, and then visit Peepaw in where he's at. In total, it says 54 hours, 20 minutes, 3,500 miles.
And
I've done like sometime in August.
Oh.
I love driving, so this would be like, I would be in your cities for like a day and then leave the next day, kind of a thing. But I love road trips. I think it would be super fun. Our country is
That
bigger,
does
to be
sound like
fair.
it would be
Also
fun.
true. I think it would be fun. I think it would mean that there's no way I wear out my wallet only there for a day. I love the goth clubs in Dallas specifically. So really excited to get to go back in the middle of all that. Really, it's just that I'm gonna need like three years to sleep when I get back.
I don't
But
blame you. Yeah, exactly. That would be,
but
whew, that would be a hell of a drive. But yeah, okay, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. And as you can see, I was gonna point this out too. I didn't forget. I just didn't get a chance to say this yet. As you can see, our special background today is this, and it says "Professional Victim," and this was made by the lovely and wonderful Purple Paw Prince. So 07's to her for that
Aw.
one for this, and that's for the thumbnail. Appreciate her. I'm half tempted to change it to Boogie. I'm not gonna lie to Squatch's picture, but
purple is great. Purple is the backbone of this community.
true, true. So yes, 07's to Purple and 07's to Squatchin for that wonderful art. That is absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible. So yes, this is yeah. Anyway, so, and then also I was gonna point this out on Girls' Night on Thursday. As you can see in the right hand corner, we have a Pluto, and he is
Yeah.
going to remain there because I did not feel right removing him. So he is right there with me on the screen and right now in his bed. So yeah, there
We
you
need
go.
a Pluto. We need a Pluto cam. Is a
We
thing.
do.
That's we need it. We need a Pluto
We do.
cam. Also, I have brought this up, but since I'm not actually on Still Connected, in the same way that Squatchin is not actually on Now Recording, but there's a cute little plushie of her like in the thing. I would like
Yes.
a cute little plushie of me in the thing, like a cute little slouchy
Oh, there you
plushie.
go.
I think it would be a cute callback
That
to
would be
that
cute.
also.
That would be funny.
Also,
That would
I've
be
always
cute.
loved that the Squatchin plushie. I would very much buy the Squatchin plushie if I could. Cause you seen it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
slouchy and like comfy. It looks so cute.
It does look cute. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
remember when I first started watching Now Recording, I would see that plushie on the table, and I just kept thinking, I'm like, who is that? And I eventually I found out it was Squatchin, and I felt stupid for not realizing that it was her to begin with. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, that would be a cute idea. Not gonna lie, you will have your own plush. You better. You better.
Listen, I would love a Squatchin plushie, and people are like, "Well, who's this a Squatch? Who's this a plushie of?" And I'd say Squatchin, and I'm like, "Who is that? You don't need to. You don't get to know. You don't get the privilege.
Mm-hmm.
You know."
Yep. I agree. 100%. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. So, like I said earlier, I don't have a lot, because again, there is a lot to this. A lot. And there's so much to this. Now, Gigi, I know that you've been trying to I know that you've kept up with this because of like the different postings and stuff like that. But and we
Yeah,
talked about it briefly on
unfortunately.
Thursday. And we talked about
We
it briefly
did.
on Thursday. But
Yeah, I was gonna ask, where are you starting in the Boogie timeline? Because the Boogie timeline is vast.
well, I was
Broad,
just gonna
long.
explain a couple of things here. So what I have is that I have. Hold on, let me get that pulled up here before I show everybody. So what I have, of course, is the locale live stream. This is the one. This is the video that they put out. That's not the 4-hour stream, but it's the hour and 2 minute video that they put out. And how that editor got that out so damn fast is beyond me. But anyway, so the hour video is what we have, which some people have seen. And then the other one that I have is the confronting Boogie on fake cancer payments, and that's from CoffeeZilla. Because I figured that we could watch that. I was thinking we can watch that after, maybe, when we get around to it, or we can watch it now. But I also just have a couple of tweets that I thought that were interesting and all that, so that I found interesting. Some of them you guys have seen, some of them you guys haven't. You know, it just depends on who you guys watched and what they showed. But like I said,
Just get a little cancer, Stan. Just a little cancer.
for the most part. What'd you say?
Oh no, I saw your Drew post was up. Just a little
Oh,
cancer,
yeah.
Stan. Just a little cancer.
I have that one too. Yeah, I was gonna show that here in a minute. So most of you know, or at least a good chunk of you know, how most of this got started. And so, from what I understand, there was, talks of whether or not Boogie even had cancer. Don't know. I truthfully, and Nerdy, you may know, do you know how that even became speculation? Or was it just when Destiny called in that it all broke loose?
Destiny had some questions. Actually, if you go to his channel,
Yeah, I
he had
watched that.
he had a compilation up where he's like questioning the entire thing, and then the last part of that compilation is his confrontation with Boogie.
Okay,
Um,
okay, okay, okay. That
it
see,
it's just
yeah.
he was kind of like somewhat investigating it. It didn't seem right to him, and so he began to question Boogie on it.
Ah,
And Boogie did not do himself any favors.
right. No, he did not. No, he did not. Not in any way, shape, or form. So, okay. That's how I thought that it had initially started, but I wasn't sure if something else was going on, like in the background or whatever, but that does make sense. Okay. So, that's how that started, and then, of course, as we all well know, Destiny calls into the show. But I was actually, and then, Destiny
Oh
calls
wait,
into the show.
can I give some context with the Destiny thing? The Destiny thing was interesting because that all happened while he was filming the podcast Anything Else, which he filmed with that guy, I forget. And if he were to ever see this, he'd be like, of course I'm that. Listen, it's on Destiny's channel. I wouldn't know Destiny's name if it weren't on the channel either. But they were just talking about it, and he was going over, oh, he did this because of that. Like literally, Destiny like put everything together on stream, and then was like, "Is he live right now?" Like, decided to call in, and so XQC was there also.
Wow.
So it
I
was,
thought so. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, XQC was also there with him. So it was a very interesting thing because also like Destiny doesn't usually comment on small commentary. Why would he? He's Destiny. So for him to like come down just to slap Boogie real quick, and he did it, and then they left, and then they tried to keep doing the podcast about other things. Like,
Oh, there
what do
ain't
you
no way. No,
mean?
exactly. No, you can't talk about anything else.
No,
Hell
but they
no.
did. They started talking about other shit, and I'm like, this man, you destroyed Boogie, and they're
It
like
was a
rummaging in
footnote.
the. Yeah, it was a footnote in Destiny's
Mm.
stream. Like I think
Mm.
Destiny has a
That's a
clip of
good
it, and
point.
it's just the 20 minutes of that,
Yeah,
and then
I
they
saw
just went
that.
on about whatever.
Yeah.
So it was
I
very
that would be
intense.
very, very well. Considering the fact that it is Destiny, then yeah, I'm not. Now that you say that, I'm not necessarily surprised. But it like with Destiny or Chud Logic is another one that I can see getting away with that too. You know what I mean? Just streamers like that have that just have that personality to be able to do that. There ain't no way I would be able to do that. There ain't no way. But that's just me. So but yeah, so that happened that day, but the night before, as we all well know, Keemstar went live and he started, getting very angry about some things that were going on when the whole 4th of July party happened. He got mad that Tommy didn't fly out for the party. He got mad at Boogie for and Wings because they didn't show up on time and this, that, and the third. We've all seen the video.
How dare Tommy not do the 11-hour
Exactly.
flight?
Exactly.
How
Yeah, I
dare
know.
he?
Wasn't it almost
for a
12? It
2-day
was like
trip.
11 hours 57 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, for a 2-day trip, exactly. Which is, not even a 2-day trip, or
it would take him 2 days
yeah.
to recover from that because I can't. No.
Well, it's not only that, but here's the thing, right? Is that if the show or Keemstar, right, would have offered, and I'm not saying that they had to do this, but this would have been, obviously very nice to do. If they would have offered Tommy to fly out and he could stay for like 3-4 days or however long and be able to visit family, and they would accommodate for some of the costs with it, then that would have been one thing. Tommy could possibly have considered it, but not for a 2-day trip. No, that's just no. And yeah, no, it's impossible. That's not logical in any way, shape, or form. Plus, on top of that, from what I understand, Tommy hasn't been in the States in quite a while. At least 14, 15 years. maybe, give or take. So but again, so Keemstar was of course bitching and moaning about how Tommy didn't make it out there and this, that, and the third. And then the next day was when the cows were talking about it, about Keemstar and the stream that he did. And then Destiny calls in and blows the whole thing. It was just insane.
Yeah.
The whole thing was just insane. So we're going to start off with that. We're going to start off with that stream. So put a 1 in the chat if you are ready to go for the Low-Cal live stream where everything blows up. And then we'll get started.
I don't think I've actually seen that stream. I think I saw it specifically from like the clips of Destiny. So I didn't see the Low-Cal stuff like really at all.
Well, with this one was edited down to when Destiny calls in. So, but in the other live stream, in the longer one, in the 4-hour one almost, they were talking about Keemstar and the whole situation for like a good 30 or so minutes, and then Destiny calls in. So, this is from Squatchin. Keem's OG live was bait. Yeah, I figured. He had Destiny lined up before he went live to bitch about whatever he could. Well, there you go. There you go. Wow. That's insane. I'm not surprised, though, actually. That was from Squatchin. Thank you, Squatchin. Go ahead, Nerdy. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, and Tommy, you gotta give Tommy credit for this, okay? He's been taking full advantage of this situation. He's been able to hit 50K. And I saw the other day, he was doing a live stream, and it actually had 1,000 concurrent viewers.
Yeah, that was yesterday, right? Yeah, that was the one from yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's good for Tommy. Yes, absolutely. If I were Tommy, I would be taking it. I'd be breaking it in two. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. And I even will say this, that he did 50.5K. Woohoo! Let's go.
Actually, he's at 50. He's at 50.7 now.
Damn. Holy shit.
Damn, son.
Damn. Yeah, that's incredible. Tommy is obviously very deserving of that, and that's awesome for him.
Yeah,
I
I
will also say
heard,
this.
and I don't know if it's true, but at the height they had 35,000 concurrent viewers.
Yeah, it
That's
was close to
wild.
40.
I've heard it was mostly bots, but still.
I mean, well, I think that they were thinking that too when they saw the amount of views. But I think I heard them talk about that briefly. But that whole stream was just crazy. It was insane. The amount of just the whole entire situation in and of itself. And like I said on Thursday, here's my thing with it though, and we'll talk a little bit more about it when we get there. My thing is this: it's one thing to like lie about, small things with like your, lie about like make small little white lies. There's a big difference, right? There's a difference between having a small little white lie and lying about something that is actually very crucial to your health and very crucial to a lot of people, right? Does this surprise anybody with Boogie though? With Boogie in general?
No.
Does this surprise anybody at all?
This was my biggest frustration at first. It's like, I don't understand by this. He's exactly the type of person who would lie about having cancer and like make some excuse for it. He's been doing it for a long. Realistically, I know everyone's an event and they all handle their problems like differently, but he seems somebody who like thrives. I don't know, lives on pity.
Well, he lives on pity. Yeah, he's so this is like this is the most charitable theory that people have right now. This is one that Nick has thrown out there, that Tommy's thrown out there, and that's that his doctor, when he was initially diagnosing him, probably said he had the first type of what's it called again?
Poly.
I can't pronounce it
The blood
either.
disease
I'll
that he
look it up.
has.
I think it's polysystemic vera. I know it's
Well,
it's the
Vera
part.
is the cancer variant. My guess is that the doctor probably said that he had the non-cancer variant, but there was a potential for the cancer variant.
Excuse me.
And Boogie, instead of waiting for confirmation, was like, "Oh my God, I have cancer."
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That's the
exactly
most
what it is.
charitable
Yeah.
version, because
And,
apparently he's doing a test to confirm if it actually is cancer. Even if it does come out to, so like this is the thing, even if it comes out that it actually is cancer now, it's still 2 years of saying that he did when he never had official confirmation that it was, and
Right.
pity donations and scam justifications galore for it.
And
So
and
like
I'll
it doesn't save whatever.
no.
This is the thing. People say Boogie can't come back from this. He can in the locale live sense.
Yes. Absolutely.
He can
I
because he's
agree.
always been this. Like, this is not inconsistent for him. Like, I get be like he lied about cancer and so I'm done with him for. But like honestly, I'm side-eyeing all of you who weren't done with him already. If I'm honest, like I get he's a lol cow,
Well,
but he's a bad
well,
person.
and you know what? I'll even
Well,
add this too.
bad people can be entertaining. I'm sorry.
That
That's
is
me.
true. That is true. But I will add this.
For
though,
example,
too, just
me.
for- Oh, stop it. I will add this too because I was thinking about this the other night. I remember when Boogie not only tweeted that out about his diagnosis, but I don't know if you guys remember this or not. When Keemstar was still doing the Keemstar show, he called in to said Keemstar show and told him then too on a stream on a Keems, because I remember it was the stream I believe where they had the big snowstorm and Chris was still working with them, I believe, at the time. And I believe, was Salvo still on there too? I think that they're, no, I don't think Salvo had left at that point, I think, or sometime before then. But Chris, I think, was still the producer. He got mad that Chris wasn't able to make it out there because of said snowstorm. That, I believe that was the same stream that Boogie called into. And I remember that. That was 2 years ago. That was in like October, November of last year, or 2022. Yeah. So that was right before everything came out with Salvo, like not that long before. But yeah, I it's just, yeah, I have thoughts. Lots and lots of thoughts. But anyway, and I looked it up here. So it's Polycythemia vera. Is that how you pronounce it? Polycythemia vera?
I believe so.
To clarify, Vera is the cancer variant.
Yes. Vera is it? Yes, as we.
Polycythemia. So polycythemia is just the blood disease itself.
Yes.
It's very manageable. It's just an increase in white blood cells, which can be caused by lack of sleep, overweight, also potential like the steroid treatment that he was doing.
Yeah. The steroid treatment. Yeah, for sure. I remember that. Yeah. Yep. Legends say Boogie ate Salvo's pancakes. Oh God, Loki. Oh God, no. Oh Jesus Christ. Anyway.
And Edwin washed.
Oh God, no, Nerdy, no. I did not want that image in my head.
I didn't hear it, so I'm very happy.
You don't want to know. I didn't want that image in my head.
Yeah, we're just talking about eating pancakes. That's all. Just eating pancakes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So this is the stream. And I was gonna watch the Keemstar video, but I figured that this would be we've all seen it. We've all seen this stream too, but I have thoughts on this said stream. So anyway, all right, let's get started. Let's go.
Please don't quit on us, guys. We love the show. Only 20-year-old Zoomers who don't even have money to donate need that high energy fake bullshit.
I don't even quit.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not
this
going
morning, and I said, well, instead of going out, well, why don't we just thank everybody? And you're like, I got wings back. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to make, look, Keemstar is an incredible entertainer. He's a great draw of the show. Obviously, every time he can get in here, I want him in here. That's fine. Okay. Beyond that, this show doesn't have to have him. Look, I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful that Keem has helped me pay my fucking rent. I'm grateful for the lifeline. I'm grateful for the fight. I'm grateful that he wanted me as a engagement. I'm grateful for all that. Okay? Stupid fucking delusional me. I thought me and the gnome were becoming friends. I thought we were going to be friends.
Ha ha ha.
How fucking stupid am I? How fucking stupid?
Listen. with as much animosity as people have towards Keemstar and whatnot, and Boogie and him have gotten into it before too, why did you think that you were going to be friends with? I don't know if I buy that. I really don't.
You see, I don't even think he believes that. I think he's just saying that.
I think that he is too. Absolutely. I don't buy that. I don't. I do not buy that at all. I think that maybe now, to be fair, I know that he's known Keemstar for a while. For I think he said like 12, 13 years, something like that, or known of Keemstar. But the thing is that even then I don't buy it. No, I don't. Boogie shared Salvo's pancakes. Oh my god. With Babs and Edwin happily sat in the Sneeko chair and watched. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I don't know.
You see, chat gets what I'm putting down. Chat gets what I'm putting down.
I didn't. Anyway, we're continuing.
When he put out this tweet, when he put out his tweet, he's like, "Oh, it's the happiest I've ever been. I got the girl of my dreams. I was surrounded by family and friends. I thought he counted me and you amongst the friends." And then meanwhile, he's still fucking mad that I had number one. I should have never talked to CoffeeZilla to begin with. It was a joke, CoffeeZilla.
Who told you that?
Of course you fucking did. Much less the second time. Then in this, by the way, CoffeeZilla records you without telling you he records you.
That's not
Name a
true.
YouTuber.
Bullshit.
It's not true. He told you. He told you.
We've all seen it. It is proven that is a lie.
Bullshit.
I mean, not that all of this isn't, but
no. You listen. CoffeeZilla told you from the fucking get-go that he was recording you. I don't believe that worth a damn. I do no. You're a fucking liar.
No, he did it the first time. In the first time, but before you hit record, tell people you're recording.
How did you make this about CoffeeZilla? I mean,
He even told you the second time, you moron. He proved it in the 9-minute video that he just released, and he's probably got more.
Saying because the whole thing Keemstar said he was mad about is that I told CoffeeZilla he hadn't paid us for the month yet, and I didn't know how much it was going to be, and I couldn't count on that income.
Keemstar said,
"You did, you did. I heard the recording. You did. You straight up told him that you were not getting paid that month because of the cost for the trip. That is exactly what you told CoffeeZilla. Idiot." Like, come on, dude. How did...
you hadn't been paid, period. Not
and again,
just for the
Keemstar
month.
also said that I told him that Rich was on the Sunday show when I obviously I wouldn't say that. Keemstar's easily confused, apparently. Take your
I kind of believe that he did. I kind of believe that he did say that Rich was going to be on that episode. I kind of believe that. I'm leaning towards he did say that.
Alzheimer's medication.
I think he needs glasses because there's multiple. Like just now, I go, "Where are we doing the show at?" He goes, "Yeah, the show's in 15 minutes." I go, "Where are we doing the show at?"
Where?
Yeah, like like the other day when Grace was trying to get his address to go to the party, I go, "Hey, King, Grace wants me to give her the address. Can I give her the address?" And he goes, "Why don't you giving people my address?" It's like you can't read.
Asking permission.
I think it's up to us to figure out if we're going to dictate our money or not. I just think it's crappy because Keemstar obviously is still the biggest pool right now, and I think it's a bad timing. Like even if he gave it to October.
But Tommy's going on vacation.
Yeah.
This is going to be me and you talking about McDonald's for 2 fucking weeks. And it sucks.
He
because
basically
it
had his
sucks.
apartment in an abandoned lot 2 acres down.
It sucks because I had a good time, and I thought me and this motherfucker were finally going to start being on at least friendly terms, like friends. I'd like to be a fucking friend. I guess that's not a thing that's going to happen, and that's fine, Keem. But I fucking like you. I actually started liking you during this trip. I've always liked you a little bit, but during this trip, I'm like, man, he's a cool guy. I like his.
I think that trip with the both of them, with Wings and Boogie, I think that trip to Keemstar's house will probably go down as one of the most infamous trips I think we've seen in a while.
Not really.
In a while. Well, with Mudahar being there too, I think that added on to it.
Well, the only interesting thing from that trip was the Mudahar stuff.
True, but I think that
so it's not going to go down in like if you're talking about the results of it, yeah, because the results like Keem does the live stream ranting, they react to it, that leads Destiny calling in. But the trip itself, like, and there's no offense to anyone a part of that, it wasn't that entertaining.
True. That's true. Yeah, I can concede to that. But I think that for them, well, I should say this for Boogie, and maybe Wings too, that they will always think of this trip and they will never be able to forget it, obviously, because of what transpired since then. But I think that Boogie will, I think that Boogie will hold on to it and will use it against somebody, and I foresee him using that as leverage in some way, shape, or form. I do.
I get the swagger. I get the bit. I understand why you are the way you are. You're a fucking redneck.
You can tell Boogie's known Keemstar the least of all of us.
No, what?
You can tell that you've known him the least of all of us.
I've known him for like 12 years, and he's always been pretty much this. But I thought this trip was where he let down the guard and decided to be a person.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Tommy. Oh, Tommy, I love you, Tommy. Tommy's like, sorry, what do you want me to do? I love Tommy.
So I had some time to think about it, because I was on Team Boogie here for a second, and the time I sat there and thought about it, I'm like, okay, so he makes us go out there. We spend all this money. He's like, regardless, the show is picking it up. The show is basically cutting him all money. You know, it's not like anything else. Like the show is like that profitable. It can eat a $2,000 bill.
What about doing 2 live shows a week? That's been suggested by both people internally and externally. And just leaving the live shows up for people to see. A recorded show.
That has to be the play. But the only problem is I don't want to get rid of Polar.
Huh? You don't get what?
You just don't want to pay him to do nothing?
No, we can do something. I mean, like Polar's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a very good editor.
Oh, that's their editor. Okay.
We figure something out for him to do.
I mean, I guess he can still do shorts. He can still upload it to the Spotify and whatever. I don't even know if we make money from those. So I don't even know if
it's not even about money with shorts. It's about like exposure.
Not shorts. I mean, like uploading it to Apple TV or Spotify or whatever it goes.
Exposure again. It's ease of access. It's like if you go to a place to buy something and they don't take MasterCard or credit card or debit card, it's much harder to buy the items that they have.
That's
so
true.
you want people to have as many accesses to platforms as you can.
That's true. It is what it is. It is what it is. Keem is going to Keem, right? He's gotten better throughout the years. I'll give him credit for that. Whatever. You know, all I'm going to do, you know what, right now, I'm going to remember that this is the guy that called in and checked on me when I was at my worst, and I'm just going to remember that. I remember this guy set up the fight when I needed the money. This guy set up the podcast when I needed the money. I'm just going to try to remember the good, right? And then it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Anything else, guys?
Tommy.
Add him.
I'm confused. Why is he
already-
mad at Keemstar exactly?
When is he not?
Because
Why is
Keemstar was
Keemstar-
quitting the show, and Keemstar was blaming them, for.
Keemstar's not quitting. Oh, he believes Keemstar's quitting the show.
Well, no.
Keemstar is not quitting.
Yeah,
that
well,
show.
he believed, and at that time that
He did not. That's what I'm saying.
well-
There's no way he believed that. How do you firstly, I don't watch this podcast. Straight up, I don't watch it. Do you know how I know about it? Because other people do and they tell me about it. And Keemstar has literally quit. I don't know how. I know that he's quit. I don't know how many times. So for Boogie to be like, I think he's actually quitting the show, and I believe that. Oh, I forgot he's a lolcow. Okay,
Well-
never mind. I retract my statement.
well, I think that I don't know whether or not he actually believed it. He could have and he could not have. I don't
No, he
know.
doesn't. He doesn't. He's just trying to add oh, he's trying. I thought he was my friend finally.
Yeah, true.
You finally let the guard down.
but here's the thing though too, right? Is that this is the thing, this is what I was just thinking of, is that Keemstar's not going to quit the show. Now, do I see him stepping back more and being more in the background like initially what he was in the beginning, like when everything was first going on? Yeah, I can see that happening, but he's not going to quit the show entirely. There ain't no fucking way. That is Keemstar's baby through and through. He ain't letting that shit go. Nope. Nope.
He just dropped it in the Discord.
Okay.
We're in live.
Look here, direct messages. Oh, he has to jump into the live chat. I'll do it.
Yeah, just hop in live.
Oh, this is when Keem comes in.
There he is.
Oh, this is where we're at. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I didn't understand how how to join that. Let me turn my camera on here. All right, so everyone seems to be confused on why I'm upset. It's only a 30-minute stream that I
I'm
did
not.
yesterday. I thought it was like crystal clear.
Tommy.
First of all, here's the problem with the trip. All right, Boogie, you had to go meet 10 BO smelling fans, right?
No, 100, and I had to get paid to do it. It
10 of
covered.
them. I seen the picture you posted on Twitter. Did you forget there's a picture?
Yes, that picture was for what was in line at that one moment. I was there for 8 hours each day, and there was a constant cycle of people.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
Okay, side note, I want that vape that Tommy has. That looks cool.
Oh, he has to pay a crazy amount of money for his vapes because in Germany there's only the regulations for them they're crazy. So he has to buy a lot of vapes constantly or cartridges.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, because you only get so many hits.
Oh yeah. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know
Of
that.
course. Yeah, no, I think, I mean, that doesn't look like a weed vape to me. That looks like a nicotine.
No,
vape
it's
to me.
nicotine.
No,
vape.
it's nicotine. It's nicotine.
Yeah, those, and everyone I've met That's a lie. Most people I've met who use that, it's like an anxiety thing. So they're constantly sucking on that.
Well,
right?
Tommy's been he's been
trying to quit
for health purposes trying to get off cigarettes for like the past
Yeah.
roughly 2 years now. Year and a half,
Yeah.
at least.
So those things generally have like 300 plus hits on them, and still, like, I know people who very easily go through that in like a couple of days. So
the one that I have, mine's a kind of a cheapy one. The one that I have, the pod usually lasts me. It could usually last me about 2, 3, sometimes 4 days. It just depends. But it really honestly just depends on how much I use this. But I really try not to use it too much. But I just have it on me just in case. But that, I'm just saying, I would like, that vape looks cool. I can see my friends totally buying that too. To be honest with you, that's really neat. But anyway, okay, let's continue.
I feel like we're getting
There was-
sidetracked.
And that was so
Ask
important.
any fan that was there. And yes, it is important because, like you said, this show might not be around forever, but I've had a 5-year-long relationship with Austin. He pays me to go on 3 paid vacations a year. I already burnt the bridge with Retropalooza for this show, and I didn't want to burn the only bridge I have left. Is that unfair?
It wasn't important for you to be there. You guys wanted to come early to make the content, and I said it's impossible because I got to get ready for the party. So look, it was impossible. You guys are only here for fucking 2 days. It's impossible to get the content done.
I came for the party.
So I'm like, okay, well then let's just celebrate the successful show that we have, Local Live. It's been a successful show. And then, as you're on the way here, I got a call from CoffeeZilla where you told him you don't get paid for this show.
No, I told him no. Here's what I told him, Kim, and you know this. I told him I had not. I literally showed him in that phone call the receipt where you paid me on the 31st of the previous month. So there's a 0% chance that that's what he said to you. And if he is, he's a goddamn snake lying to your face.
Okay, so now
I
you're gonna
literally showed. Yeah.
No, he is not. You are. You lied. You lied about it. You did. Not CoffeeZilla. You.
First of all, time out. 1 minute. Just stop for a second. First of all, Wings' volume is low. The chat's been spamming it, so turn his volume up on Discord. And they're saying my thing is low. So turn the fucking shit up. Fix it.
Don't turn mine up, Tommy. I'll fix mine.
Now let me finish my sentence, please. In that same conversation with CoffeeZilla, he wanted to see receipts for my income for the last 30 days. I showed him a receipt where you paid me on the 31st. So there is no way that CoffeeZilla was even remotely confused as to whether or not you have previously paid me. What I told him, and what I'm certain that he must have told you, unless he's a snake, was that you had not paid me yet for the month. I did not know what you were going to pay me because we were deducting money from the trip, and I didn't know how it was going to work, and I needed every dime in my bank account that I could to make sure that I could do the traveling and pay my fucking mortgage and pay my medical bills and pay for everything else.
A whole ton of fucking words. A whole ton of words. But CoffeeZilla didn't just tell me that you told him that you weren't getting paid from this show. He played the fucking recording because he recorded you.
Then why? Then
Exactly. Thank you, Keem. Yes, exactly. And he.
Well, you shouldn't have been recording it.
You shouldn't have been recording me. I didn't ask for my permission. He didn't tell me he was recording. Idiot.
And I understand that. Do you think people can edit things to be a little bit out of context?
Oh, come on.
Because in that same conversation,
Bro, that part killed me.
The
That
worm
part
begins
absolutely
to
killed
wiggle.
me.
The worm begins to wiggle.
It's exactly like, come on, dude. Listen. I get that there are some YouTubers who do that, okay? That's just to get whatever their reasoning is, whatever. But CoffeeZilla would not do that. It would ruin it. Well, it would put.
Oh, do you know him personally, KHuck?
No, but I've seen enough of his content to know that I don't think that he would do that. I don't think. That
See, I don't trust none of y'all, but I trust Boogie even less. So.
Well, true. That's fair, and yeah, same. But I've seen enough of CoffeeZilla's content to comfortably say that I don't see him doing that. Right? I can see him like editing something to make it more entertaining, but I don't see him editing something to make Boogie look better, and like in that context, like what Boogie is saying. I don't see that happening. Because I wouldn't say that would ruin CoffeeZilla's reputation, because that's a bit much. I would say that it would probably put a little bit of
it would absolutely ruin his reputation, because if he's manipulating calls to sound worse than they actually are, then that calls into question all the personal interviews he's done with scammers and people who have been scammed in crypto stuff. So
that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
KHuck just completely forgot what CoffeeZilla's content was there for a second.
No, I didn't. No. That's not where I was initially going with it. But yeah, you're right. You're right, though.
same conversation, in that same conversation with that, in the same conversation with Coffee, I sent him a receipt where you had paid me 28 days earlier. So it is completely illogical for that to have been.
That's a bad argument. I'm trying to teach you, buddy. That's a bad argument.
Doesn't matter. That's the reality of it.
The reason why CoffeeZilla wanted to call me and speak to me is because he wanted to find out if you were getting paid for the show. Because after the conversation,
he can't be that retarded because he just saw a receipt. He just saw a receipt.
Let me finish what I'm saying. After the conversation with you, he was led to believe that I was not paying you.
Then he's goddamn retarded because I literally texted him a receipt where you paid me.
And I heard the recording and you said, I'm not getting, he goes, are you going to do the right thing and refund this 10K back to the people or whatever for the crypto scam? And he said, I can't, that money's gone.
Because I'm not getting paid this month, I don't know if I'm getting paid this month.
No.
Oh,
that's what I said.
Oh my God.
Boogie.
So
that sounds what you said.
He's going around and telling fucking YouTubers that I'm not paying him. Now here goes the second thing with Wings. All right, Wings. I heard about this cost this and that cost this and this cost this and oh my God that cost this. I didn't hear about oh my God I got a fucking check for like $2,000 this month. I got a check for fucking $2,100 this month. I haven't heard you talking about the money you making. All I've heard is about the money that you're spending. I don't get it. You should be grateful for this show. But then last night I see you on a stream like painting this fantasy that I'm scamming you. It's like, what the I got Boogie over here telling YouTubers that I'm not paying him at all. I got Wings painting a picture that I'm stealing from the show. What the I have a right to be pissed, and nobody's grateful.
First off, you had already left the show by the time you heard this clip. Let's not pretend this. Like, this is something you're like putting in after the fact.
Well, leaving the show is like a loose term, right? I'm always going to be working behind the scenes. I'm just not doing these live streams anymore.
Yeah, what happens on the 20th, by the way, and Tommy's on vacation?
I'm working behind the scenes. I'm just not going on camera. We'll figure it out. By the way, I hear Jordy wants to start doing streams, but this show has a serious problem. It comes down to the little details. I sat here and watched the beginning of the fucking show, and at no point did somebody say, Wings, turn your fucking camera on. Like, you guys don't care. You don't care. He's sitting there in the fucking dark. No one gives a shit.
My light just fell off the wall. Like during
no one gives a shit. No one cares. Sure, I'll be a guest on the show. Maybe I have to cover when Tommy's gone or something.
Do you guys see him actually doing that, though? Do you guys think that he'll actually go in the background? I think that he might after this. I don't know.
I mean, he plans on having Drama return to YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean,
true.
that's always like talked about. Always been the plan with this was Keem to have more of a backseat role.
Well, and I think, and would you agree that I think that the reason why he took over and was on camera more was because of Tommy's schedule. Is that right, or is that just because he felt like it?
A little bit of both. A little bit. I feel like it's like a little bit of both.
Yeah, I figured that was the case. I figured it was at least a little bit of both. Yeah, because we all know. Listen, let's be honest. Keemstar wanted to be on camera again. He missed it. I'm sure he did. I don't doubt it one bit. Maybe I wouldn't put it past Keem taking a back seat. See, after this, I don't know if he will or not. I don't know. They'd have to work all that out themselves and figure it out. But yeah.
But I can't be doing these live shows anymore. I'm not supposed to do the live shows. And honestly, I think moving forward, you don't need the editor. Maybe the editor takes less pay and he does like the shorts and stuff like that where you do need an editor.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Just go live. What's the point? Those fucking Sunday shows, the views are going down and down and down and down and down and down and down. You might as well just go live and keep it up. All right, go live on fucking Tuesday or whatever day we do it. I forgot at this point.
I agree.
Go live on Sunday with a guest, hopefully, right? For like an hour.
Especially after this live stream, yeah. They would be that would be silly for them not to try to stream more and see how that works out. I agree.
And then just, during the live streams on the Sundays, I would go out of my way to make sure you're not talking to the audience. So like treat that one different where you're not interacting with chat, right? This is my suggestions for the show. All right. No more hiding the live streams. Just keep them public. I think this is the best way moving forward because the videos themselves are not helping the show. The only thing that's helping the show is a fucking live stream.
Okay. 2 week. Done.
Yep.
Done. Easy.
Roger.
And then obviously
that helped me because we do them back to back now. We do the live show, then we record the regular show, and I always have like a bankruptcy of like jokes in between because I burn everything on the live show and nothing for the next show.
I'm bringing a buddy onto the show. You are not gonna fucking like this.
Yeah, I didn't think I would. Still showed up anyway.
How you guys doing tonight? What's going on? Yeah, how's it going? We can see you. You guys look fantastic.
What kind of guest is this?
Turn it on. I mean, some of you. Don't be so friendly.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God, we're on. Thanks. We don't need him. Don't worry about it. You can say whatever you want. It's gonna be like we said it. All right. Are we good to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
We're good.
Okay. A Boogie 2488. You were being confronted tonight.
There's XQC poking his head out.
little fucking Canadian gremlin.
Oh, that's funny.
Looking for his next fucking hit at
I'm
Adderall.
100% sure.
Yep.
You are. You are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia. Can you explain?
Yeah, but just blame Nicholas Diorio, because that's just...
Why would he call it polycythemia vera? Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera? Why does he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it?
Well, if you ordered a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it, it would be weird that you told us that you already had a diagnosis and a confirmation.
Because the markers are in my blood.
Exactly. That is exactly what you did. That is exactly what you did. You went on Twitter, posted about that you got the doctor diagnosed you with cancer. You went on Keemstar's show, I think that same day, saying that you had cancer. That's exactly what you did. Without, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The hormone markers are in my blood, Destiny.
Perfect. But you said that you'd received a diagnosis, but now you just told me you got a bone marrow biopsy.
It's a diagnosis, and now we're confirming. It's called a confirmation. The hormone markers are already in my blood.
Yep.
And
So I think
we are confirming it with the biopsy because I'm wanting to do that, because I'm praying to God I don't fucking have cancer.
He doesn't care.
I'm praying to God I'm taking the 1 in a million chance that they're fucking wrong. And there's another reason I have the hormone imbalances in my blood.
Yeah, why are you praying to God 2 years after you said that you had cancer?
Look, Wings even knows that Destiny dropped the bomb. Come on now, Wings even knows this. I love Wings, I do. I have a soft spot for Wings. I think he's cool.
You don't have cancer.
Because 2 years ago, they told me I have polycythemia vera based on the fact that I had increased red blood cell counts, increased hemoglobin, and the hormone markers in my blood. And it all spelled pretty definitively that I have this. And so he wanted to get a bone marrow biopsy, but it is intrusive and expensive, so they decided to forego it. I would like to still get it done, because I am hopeful, I am praying that there's a fucking merciful God of the world that would be willing to fucking let this be wrong, even though it most certainly is not.
So why are you talking about expensive cancer treatments if they don't even know if you have cancer? Nothing
because they're treating it, because they've been treating it for 2 fucking years.
How are they treating it, Boogie?
Blood tests, blood thinners, bloodletting, medications. They're trying to get my weight down. I'm seeing the doctor every 3 fucking months. I'm doing blood tests every fucking month. We're doing it.
So they don't know if you have cancer or not. So we can understand
Don't
this.
hold my fucking hand.
I can explain everything. Right. So Boogie has a condition called polycythemia, which means there's an elevation.
Polycythemia vera.
Let him talk, you fat. I want to hear the guy that actually knows something.
Polycythemia vera.
Destiny, go ahead.
He knows more about my fucking
Yes. I get it. Well, he's.
ahead. I was in.
Yes, he absolutely does. Yes. Yes, I'm with Tommy, and everybody else was saying the same thing. We want to hear what Destiny had to say, because you are full of shit. What does that tell you, Boogie? What does that tell you? When we believe somebody else over you. What does that tell you?
In the room. My girlfriend was in the room with me.
You are filibustering. You are filibustering, sir.
Be nice. Okay. So I think that Boogie was told that he has polycythemia, which means he has an elevation of his red blood cells. Now, there is a cancer known as polycythemia vera, which is caused by a mutation in some part of your body that causes an elevation of 3 different levels of things. One of those is the red blood cell count. However, when Boogie was talking about the polycythemia, he mentioned a couple things that I thought were interesting. The first was that taking an exogenous hormone, TRT, testosterone, that caused an increase in him developing this condition. So taking testosterone will not cause you to develop a cancer. Not for this particular cancer, it won't. It will cause you to develop secondary polycythemia. The second thing that he mentioned was that his doctor ordered a sleep study. That's because one of the things that can cause your body to produce more red blood cells is if you have hypoxemia, which is a lower count of, or a low amount of oxygen in your blood for an extended period of time. And the reason why he ordered that sleep study is probably because Boogie either has pulmonary obstructive something, or he has, as he mentioned, sleep apnea. And sleep apnea, which is a decrease in oxygen overnight, can lead to a decrease in oxygen in your blood, which can lead to an increase in the production of red blood cells. All of the things that Boogie described, both the things that cause this and the treatments for it, are consistent with secondary polycythemia. None of these are consistent with cancer, and the fact that he's saying that they've now ordered a biopsy 2 years after. Wait, 2 years after.
May I review?
I'm sorry, you don't. He's gonna try to rebuke this.
He's not done. He's not done.
Yeah. 2 years ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you just said now they're doing a biopsy.
Confirmation.
Is this false MD? Are we treating a blood cancer without actually confirming it yet? For 2 years, you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
Because it was in my blood markers, and that's pretty goddamn definitive. You can Google that, Destiny. When you have the hormones, when you have the hormone in the blood that is produced by this cancer, it's pretty goddamn definitive. It doesn't show up for just the sakes of it.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Look, you want to keep saying you're the patient. You know what your body has.
Yes.
When I go to the doctor, they give me like this, which is like papers that will tell me.
And I was gonna say, looking at this whole
exactly
thing,
the
tell me a
diagnosis.
single document with polycythemia vera on it. You don't have one. I don't think the doctor ever diagnosed you with it.
Can I ask you something, Destiny? Is it possible that when the doctor was seeing him, they were asking you could have polycythemia, if I'm saying it correctly, or polycythemia vera, but you don't have the cancer version, you have this version? Is that possible? I'm asking him. Is it could be like a lost in translation type situation?
Yeah. So polycythemia just means you have an elevation of red blood cells. That's all it means. Your red blood cell count is high.
So you can just be fat and sleep apnea.
You see, even there, like Destiny's like, yeah, maybe like Boogie, because he's an idiot, was like, oh my god, I could. I have the cancer one. That means I have cancer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That listen. I'm not trying to make it about me. I'm just telling you what my experience was. Not the same for everybody else's, but I will just explain my briefly what my situation was with mine. As we all well know, most of you already know this, I've talked about this before, I had cancer too. I got diagnosed in April of, in June, I believe it was, May or June of 2021 was when they found tumors on my ovaries, or it was low malignant possible is what they deemed it as, but they were considered to be tumors on both of my ovaries, okay? The reason they found them was because I had when I went to the doctor to get checked out for everything, because I was telling her what my symptoms were with my cycle and things of that nature, they did a CAT scan of me, and they found that there was two. One was a softball size, and the other one was a golf ball size, it turned out, on what they thought were cysts on my ovaries, which are sadly normal for some women, right? Cysts happen all the time. They went in, they gave me some medication to try to help shrink them. It didn't work. I went in a month later to have checked out. Since it didn't work, they scheduled a surgery to have both of those cysts removed. Had them removed. They tested them. Turned out that they were malignant. Or they were not malignant. They were tumorous. So, but mine, though, this is also, I've been told this before, for women in particular, this is the cancer that you want to have because it's so treatable. Because mine did
Would
not
you say it's
spread.
the Animal Crossing of cancer?
I'm not saying that. I'm not. No. I'm not.
Well, you say it's the cancer that you want, so it sounds like it's the Animal Crossing of cancer.
You said it, not me. Jesus Christ. No, I will just say that's what I was told by my doctors, that this is something that was treatable for me, and it was, and it did not spread anywhere, thank God, and that nothing else was affected besides that. But unfortunately, because of how everything played out, and they had told me that I was going to end up having to have a hysterectomy no matter what, if I wanted to try to get pregnant again, which is what I was hoping to have done, or I would have to have the hysterectomy no matter what, I would have had to have a hysterectomy regardless. We tried for about a year or so, almost a year or so after that. Nothing happened, so Mr. Huck and I opted for the surgery. There you go. So that's my story. That's what happened with me. They did. So again, not everyone is going to have that same experience, but they treated me right then and there for everything that I had going on with me. Okay? They diagnosed me within, I think it was like a week or so of my surgery. Not even that. Like a couple days, even, if I remember correctly. So they treated me right then and there. How did they not treat you, Boogie? How are they just now treating you 2 years later? That's no. So yeah. Anyway, okay.
Well, I mean, okay. Listen, okay. It's Boogie's cancer. You know, it much like him, it's a cockroach that refuses to die. You know, so. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Like, that could cause it. And the fact that Boogie said, we knew that when I was taking TRT, this was a risk of that. That means that risk is to develop secondary polycythemia. That was the risk, and then that is what ended up happening, unfortunately. But it's not cancer. That was induced because of just a low oxygenation of the blood.
So why, explain to me, Destiny, why there are markers, hormone markers in my blood that are tested positively for polycythemia vera. Explain that.
If there was,
look at your medical papers, dude.
I'm never showing any of these motherfuckers my medical papers. Go f yourself. I said that 2 years ago, and I'm standing by it now. Destiny Jackson Clark, Keemstar, you can see it when I fucking die. It's my fucking goddamn medical record.
You can see it when I die. You can see it when I die.
Now, okay.
I'm Boogie 2988. I'm principled. Okay, ignore the fact that I did the fatty token.
Right.
Ignore the fact I did the baddie token. Okay, I'm Boogie 2988, and I am a man of integrity, as my career has shown. I am a man of integrity.
You hit integrity.
Integrity.
But no, look, even Wings is showing like his health stuff that he has. He printed it out. He's got it right there. You know, it kills me. And he didn't even have to show it on stream. That's what he could have just sent it to Tommy or Keem or Wings or any one of them, and they would have confirmed it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand it at all.
I've given you every goddamn phone call. I've given you every fucking text. I've given you. It's never made a single goddamn thing better. I'm not gonna fucking do it. Go fuck yourselves.
You could easily end this right now by just showing
I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP. I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP than to have the last goddamn thing. The last goddamn thing.
You're the one who keeps LARPing.
Security I have in the fucking world.
You're the one who
so
keeps
the easy thing here is, if there are blood markers that definitively confirm polycythemia vera as a blood cancer, then why are they doing the biopsy?
Because I'm insisting on it, because I'm hoping they're wrong.
No, wait, why would you have to insist on a biopsy if you can confirm with blood markers? It's
because I'm hoping that they are wrong. Because I'm hoping
they're wrong. They're wrong. Then why 2 years ago you're talking about fighting cancer? Why would you be talking about?
I have been for 2 years, Destiny.
Fighting cancer? How? With what? With blood thinners?
This one's for you. Because you treat polycythemia vera almost identically to the way that you treat polycythemia, because you can't attack the cancer directly. All you can do is treat the symptoms, and the symptoms are identical to polycythemia because it's the same thing, with the exception of one's getting caused by an external source and the other's being caused by cancer. And in this case, it's getting caused by cancer, Destiny.
So I do think there are different treatments available for polycythemia vera, and I think that the outcomes for that are significantly worse than just having it induced by some other thing like sleep apnea or hypoxia. But I mean, if you wanted to,
it's pretty identical. The treatment plan is pretty identical.
So if there are two huge things. So one, you could show it to a private party and they could confirm, somebody like Keemstar. But two, the issue is that if you want to keep your medical issues to yourself, I think everybody is entitled to that right, obviously.
I should have never talked about it to begin with. This is one of the reasons I was going to do a GoFundMe. This is one of the reasons I was going to do a GoFundMe.
The only reason why you're saying that is because you're getting called out on your bullshit. That is the only reason why you are saying that. I never should have talked about it. I never should have done it. Yeah, you're saying that now because you're getting called out. But you had no problem talking about it 2 years ago, and now, and even before this happened, you had no issue talking about it then, did ya? It took...
Well, I mean, to be fair, donos.
I'm getting angry.
Oh, I'm gonna purposely give myself cancer, so I can get all the pity bucks. I'm already bald too, so no one's gonna notice. I'll make sure it's like I'll make sure it's another Hello Kitty Animal Crossing cancer,
God, no,
so that way I can still technically say I have cancer, but it's actually like treatable within like a day, right? But I won't go to the doctor for at least a year and be like, I'll make sure I won't eat either. I'll take some lessons from Eugene Cooney, and I'll be like, guys, my battle of cancer has been hard. Please, for my family, I need a $2,000 dono.
Jesus Christ.
You see, Boogie. You see, Boogie. You see, Boogie. You need to be like me, okay? You need to be upfront with the fact that you're a scumbag.
True. No, you're not. Stop it. But oh my God. No, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh God. That's great.
Because they verify, for the record. They verify. That would be the third party that I would go forward with.
Yeah, so GoFundMe does not do the best verification, as has been proven multiple times in the past. But the issue is that you say that you shouldn't have talked about it, but the fact is that you did. You did the day that you got this diagnosis. You're like, I was considering doing this, but I just got my diagnosis.
I sat on it for a while. I said
Wait,
that
on your tweet, did you not say that I got my diagnosis today?
Motherfucker.
You found out with bro.
Bullshit, never.
You told everybody on Twitter, and you made a video of it. Like, I don't know, what was the video that he made of it? Like, not that long after. I know that. I don't.
It was right. It was right after his or around the time of his bad investment with crypto.
Oh, okay. The first time? Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Bro, you talk. Oh my god. And again, the only reason why you're saying that is because you are getting called out on your bullshit. That's the only reason why you're saying it.
They told me, okay. They told me in the office that they were worried about it. Then they did the blood test. Then yes, I did tweet about it on the day that I got confirmation. But I sat on it for a couple of months before, or for a couple of weeks before talking about it because it took a while for us to get the blood results back.
So you sat on it when you didn't know the answer? That's not called sitting on it. That's just called waiting for an answer.
He crushed
Also,
it.
if you were so keen on diagnosing whether you had cancer or not, why would you wait 2 years?
I've never followed my Twitter before, but I tend to tweet as it happens. This one I decided to sit on for a little while.
Real-time news, motherfucker.
I don't understand why you're waiting.
Solid cancer diagnosis.
Cancer is pretty serious.
There is no cancer.
Serious.
It's secondary polycythemia. There's no cancer here. There's no proof of it. You can't show anybody proof of it because it's not real. And yeah, I don't know. As somebody that like, his mom had cancer, it's just a little bit gross. I feel like when people are talking publicly about fighting cancer and
Who's
stuff.
the person that faked cancer before the chick? You know who I'm talking about. Oh yeah, only had cancer once. Yeah.
She was a Twitch streamer.
Who was this? I'm sorry.
So the lady they're talking about, I forget her username, but she faked cancer for a while on Twitch. And obviously got a huge amount of donations from that. You can see where I got my school of thought on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name either. Oh, I know who you're talking about though. I do. I know. Yeah. It's I just can't think of her name. They say it here, but I didn't catch it. I know who. I think I heard that story. Yeah, but. Oh my. Nerdy loses pinky toe to Hello Kitty cancer.
Honestly, I can live without the pinky toe. Listen, okay. Sacrifices must be made for the 80K plus free trip to Disney.
Jesus.
Oh, dude, if I lose the pinky toe, that technically makes me disabled, so I can go for the fast pass lane. Ooh.
True.
Okay. Here we go.
You can be like Matt. Matt gets the fast pass too. Oh my god. We can take you to Disney. Okay, I'm done.
That's right, everyone. I'm dragging KHuck down with me.
Can I ask Boogie, is it possible that you just jumped the gun on releasing your diagnosis?
Well, to be fair, Squatchin is the one that initially brought it up in a tweet yesterday. Just saying. Because it was about like the whole thing with Matt and Byrne, which is a whole nother subject. You know what I'm talking about. And there's a quote tweet that Xylee, I think, had quote tweeted somebody else, and it was a chain that was going around about Matt, about how he sticks his toes in everything. You know what I mean? That whole bit. And Saggy Melons, or how do you pronounce it now? Is it Ray or Rhea? Is that how you pronounce her name on Twitter now?
Still Saggy. I still call her Saggy.
Okay, yeah, I call her Saggy too. But reality, yeah, okay, we'll go with that. That she had tweeted that something about how Matt had the one leg, or can't take him to, or only can take him to Disney or something. And Squatchin replied and said, "That's the best reason to take him to Disney. You get the fast pass."
Yeah, make sure he doesn't.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, it was funny. Okay, anyway, let's continue.
This thing?
No. Anything is possible. Sure.
I just don't understand why you won't just go grab a piece of paper and just disprove them. Like, you have all these feelings.
I don't have finance. And like I said a year ago, when these motherfuckers tried to
hold on.
This is the one last thing I left. You motherfuckers were in my marriage. You guys were in everything.
GG, you're being awfully quiet. You have anything you want to
Well,
say?
she texted BRB in the side chat.
Oh, did she? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Okay, I was wondering why she was. So
Yeah, she's
quiet.
actually right now trying to give herself cancer, so that way she can. Yeah.
Fair. I gotcha.
I got her on the plan.
Anything else? You're in every aspect of my life. Let me have one goddamn thing.
You're trying to tell me.
Let me have cancer.
I would rather Dick Soto lead. Boogie lies about cancer than to hand it over to you pieces. That's just. I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. Go ahead, print it, Dick Soto. Go ahead and print it.
Can you get your patient portal up on your phone and like send it
Sure,
to Tommy?
I'm
or
not going
somebody?
to. Sure,
He's never doing that. He does not have a cancer diagnosis. There's 0% chance he has one. Remember, every leading thing for this cancer diagnosis the doctor talked about has to do with secondary polycythemia. The sleep apnea was a contributor to that, and the TRT was a contributor to that.
Except for the hormone markers in my blood. Except we're
Now,
convenient.
if you had hormone markers for it, that's either a definitive diagnosis, in which case you wouldn't be getting a biopsy 2 years later, or it wasn't definitive, and you would have got a biopsy 2 years later instead of saying they're treating you for cancer for 2 years. You just said
Exactly. Thank you, Destiny. Exactly. None of it makes any fucking sense. None of it does. So
I think you're forgetting the key factor. It makes sense in the world of Boogie.
point proven. My point stands. it's no. I don't get it. I don't understand why. Yeah. Prepare for total fucktard Olympics. Oh, Battle Puppet, believe me, I've been preparing now for a little bit now, for the last couple days.
Before that, you don't have the money for extra medical stuff. If they don't need that test to confirm cancer, why would you spend extra money on a test you don't need?
Have you heard of this, Destiny? I just got a bit of a windfall. Might have heard about it.
Yeah, you may have heard of it. We have. What's a windfall? He did a $10,000 crypto scam, using partly his cancer thing as an excuse for why he needed to scam his fans.
I wanted to join real quick because you just got caught lying about me to CoffeeZilla. All right. And now you're being confronted. And now you're being confronted on one of the biggest lies in internet history. And you won't prove it? No. You won't prove it?
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If this is true, and you lied about cancer, this is the biggest scandal on the fucking internet.
It's not, but go ahead and print it anyway. Go ahead and print it anyway.
Okay, so I guess just to wrap up, because we don't want to take all you guys.
Oh my god. Do you think that this is the biggest scandal in internet history? Do you agree with Keemstar on that one?
I mean, this is the first, because, look, okay, the status of his fame now, he was a big profile YouTuber, one of the biggest gaming channels at one point or another.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, the first instance of a really formerly big YouTuber lying about cancer. So, yeah, I mean, Asmongold was covering this. Asmongold was covering this. CoffeeZilla was covering this. Moist Critical was covering this. His video on the subject reached about, if I'm correct, about a couple million views. Let me double check. Moist Critical. Let's see. It's yep. A huge boogie accusation. 3.2 million views.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, and people are reacting to this, man. So imagine.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, because I thought about that when he was saying that too. I agree with this too. I agree that this is probably one of the biggest scandals to come. Yeah, I'd have to agree with this. Look, I'm ready for Medicare to go on him again today. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's going live again tonight to go over it again. Yep.
Let's fucking go, motherfuckers.
Yep. Same time. I think 7 Central, 8 Eastern tonight, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Well, I think I saw a community post about it. What, the night of the stream, I think. So he put it on there.
Well, I mean, this is a pretty big story, and I think Medicare of all people, I think he would be the best expert in covering this, honestly.
True. I agree. I 100% agree.
Time tonight. So just a couple things, right? So the story as laid out, if you look up secondary polycythemia versus polycythemia vera, all of the leading things that Boogie talks about leading to his condition are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not the mutation that would cause polycythemia vera. The things that Boogie says that his doctor wants him to check for afterwards, like doing a sleep study, are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not primary polycythemia. And the fact that he says that he had the blood markers or something to confirm it 2 years ago, but is now getting a biopsy for secondary confirmation, even though he says he doesn't have the money for medical bills, but I guess now that he does have money, he's going to waste all of it on biopsying things that are already confirmed, or at least confirmed enough that he wanted to talk about it publicly for 2 years ago, and then use it to fundraise the money that he now has so that he can do the biopsy. But I don't think he's doing, by the way, I don't think he's actually doing that.
So Destiny, to summarize,
if he wanted to disprove it, all he has to do is show a private party this particular kind of thing, and yeah, it would be.
To summarize, Destiny, you're basically saying he's kind of unlucky he doesn't have cancer.
For this particular case, yeah.
Yeah, this is the one instance where you really want to have cancer.
It has like a doctor confirmation.
Yeah.
Really want to have cancer.
Well, this is something, and I got to give credit where credit is due. Nietzsche was saying this the other night when she was watching this. When and poor toxic he literally found out after everything happened, and he was just like, what is going on? Poor toxic. But when
no poor toxic,
what do you mean no poor toxic? What do you mean? Why?
No
Why?
poor toxic.
Why? Why?
Because I say so.
Oh, okay, fine.
And when I say go,
no, sir.
listen, okay, you all think it's Nicholas Diorio who's in charge of the commentary community? It's been me running things behind the scenes this entire time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Who you think outed John Swan? Okay, I can only be I'm the only John allowed in commentary. Okay.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened.
So you got rid of your competition. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Any of you step out of line, you're done for.
Guys, you heard it here first on KHuck. Breaking news. Nerdy admits to getting rid of John Swan. Oh, God. Anyway. But no, Nietzsche was saying this the other night when she was watching this. You would think that with the amount of crap that has came out that Boogie has done, right? The crypto scam, other shit that has happened with him and his internet career, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think that he would just want to, this would have been one of the biggest W's that he could have ever gotten. By proving to Destiny and to everybody else, I do have it, bam, here.
Give me that $80,000. Give me that free trip to Disney.
Exactly. That would have been one of the biggest W's I think that he ever could have gotten.
He could quit the show. Honestly, if he was smart with the money, he could quit the show.
Exactly.
Pay off his mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
No, and she's absolutely right. He could have. This. Why would? It's. Yeah. Anyway, but there is some other tweets that have came out since this has happened, and yeah, we'll go over those here in a little bit. But yeah, but it's from Keemstar is the one that I have on the ready. But yeah, okay, here we go.
Of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
How long?
This
till
is
Ricky
where
inevitably comes back? Go ahead.
Give it a
I'm
month.
sorry.
Give it a month.
Yeah, I give it. I don't even say that. I give it like 2 weeks.
So this is where the pool of money begins. By the way, Destiny first drops 5K on it, and Boogie just doesn't take it. He'll take $5,000 up front for a crypto scam, and then and then another $5,000 when it's successfully launched. But
exactly,
he draws a line at medical records because he's a principled individual. He's principled.
I'm here. Restart the stream. No, true assassin. Not when did that become a thing? Anyway, I'm sorry. Hi, true assassin. Exactly. He'll take 10 grand or however much it was for the crypto scam, but yet he won't. Easy fucking bro. The easiest money that I think that he has ever earned in his goddamn fucking life. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Hey, you need money.
Boogie, you expect it to make sense.
You're not seeing my medical
$5,000.
I said this.
I just want people to remember in the future then, when Boogie says, I have to do XYZ scam to raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much, he can speak publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to privately confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said he has. Doesn't make any sense, but
even I have a fucking limit. Even I have a fucking limit.
What's the limit though?
You
It's a
know
very,
that.
I understand that he, there's a.
Oh, you have a limit. Oh, really? Okay. So do you only take blood money then, bro? Do you only take money where you know
Blood
that
money.
it's
Okay,
bad?
that's a bit extreme. That's a bit extreme.
Okay, fine, fair. But you only tainted. Is that fair? Is that fair to say? Tainted.
He only
money?
takes taint money.
There you go, taint money. Yeah. Is it fair to say that he takes taint, or he only deals in like sus situation? Oh my god, I don't even know. My brain is like trying to comprehend all this right now. I can't even put words together. I can't. It's
Listen, y'all. Okay, you want to repay me for the fun I've created? Okay, go subscribe to my channel.
really.
Really, I got KHuck to say taint money. Okay, that deserves a sub. I think.
Hey, I deserve the sub too. Damn it, I deserve the sub too. This is a 50-50 thing, sir.
Don't worry. Your ad read is gonna come soon.
Okay.
a big history of people, I guess, scamming people with cancer, and it's like the worst of the worst.
Sure.
And you're getting confronted with that right now, when your response to that is,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not going ahead. I'm explaining to you.
Go right the fuck ahead. I don't.
I'm not going ahead with
He's
anything.
he's speaking to you.
No,
very
I'm saying
politely.
run with the story. I don't care.
Why we're in this situation is just that
Why are you being so
people view this as one of the lowest things,
If you
right?
100%
It's not
believe
bad
you have
because-
polycythemia vera, why aren't you just trying to disprove that, other than them making you look like you're
Because
got
2 years
baby
ago,
cancer for
because 2
donation?
years ago, I'd rather that than the,
Why would
the
you
last.
rather that? That's so stupid.
This is the last thing I have is my medical records.
All right, do you care
If
about
I
this
hand this
anymore?
over, I've given over literally every goddamn thing.
What if he gave it directly to Destiny himself? I mean, Destiny's not going to put your fucking medical records on.
Fuck Destiny. Hetty, and you know what? This might have turned out differently had he messaged me the night before.
Yeah. You wouldn't have nagged him for a whole night not to come out.
And the whole thing was for you, not just a confirmation.
Because I don't know. I have no
Okay.
idea.
All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Take care,
Cool.
Destiny.
We'll see you guys
Thanks for
later.
coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks, good night, guys.
Yeah. Have a pleasant evening.
You too.
All right, listen, Boogie. Look, you got to understand this. All right. Tomorrow,
Oh.
the biggest story in the world is going to be Boogie 298 lied about his cancer.
Good, let him go.
Yep. And it is. And it was. This blew up big time, and it's still blown up. Absolutely. This isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Nope. This is not, no. This will go on for a while, I guesstimate. But I give him about 2 weeks before he comes back on the show.
You know who has to thank Boogie for faking his cancer?
Oh God, who?
I am Alex. Dr. Disrespect.
True. Very, very true.
Like,
Get
thank
Boogie
God that
on.
ass wipe. You know, he.
No, I'm not getting, listen. I'm not above having Boogie on. He doesn't know who the hell I am, but I mean, I wouldn't be opposed
I'll just
to
say he's
it.
a nice guy and that you believe his cancer and then ambush him.
Oh God, oh, that's a good idea. No, what the hell? God damn it, John! No, listen. I'm not above or anything of having Boogie on. He doesn't know who the hell I am, but again, he won't ever do it, and that's just not ever going to happen. I don't suspect it will ever happen, but it would just, even if I were to have some Boogie on for whatever reason, by some flippin' miracle, I can see myself yelling and screaming at him. I'm just saying, I would lose. I will probably. I'm about 99.9% sure that I will lose my temper on him. Yeah.
Oh, you can't
I don't
do
think that I could be cordial.
It,
Go away. I could not be cordial with him. I'm sorry. I just couldn't. Yeah. I can foresee myself getting very, very angry. But, yeah.
Okay. And then at some point, you're going to bring out the medical papers and you're going to prove that you do have cancer. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying.
No. 0% chance.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. And then it's going to be too fucking late because everyone's going to think you lied about it.
I ain't never going to do it.
Then you lied.
Never.
Then you
Go right
lied.
ahead.
Why the fuck would you
That's
lie
right.
about that?
never gonna do it.
I'm
You
telling you the same
can't
thing I told
make
Jackson Park
money.
2 years ago. Go fuck yourself. It's my medical records. Go fuck
You
yourself.
lied. You share every aspect of your life. Bro, Boogie, you shared that you're tuckers. You've done all.
John, I have not only my medical records upstairs somewhere, or down here actually, somewhere of of my diagnosis and stuff, right? Not only that, but I have pictures that I could show you right here, right now, if you really wanted to see them. They are very graphic, but you can still see them.
So what you're saying is I can look at this photograph.
Pretty much. Yes, I have pictures, I'm sure, that I could show you. I would...
No thanks. I had to see McJuggerNugget's asshole thanks to you. Okay, so I'm through. I'm through seeing whatever you have to offer. Okay.
First of all, that was... Listen, he just wanted to show to everybody that he was safe and healthy. That's all. I was just spreading the good news. I was just...
I'm gonna do the black woman sass on you now.
Don't give me that. No, I was just
I will.
spreading the good word that McJuggernuggets is okay. That's all. I was trying to do a good. KHuck, being a cancer survivor yourself, you could try and convince him to show his records of his cancer diagnosis. It's a stretch, but you could do that. No. I don't see that happening. What about Ricky's butt, John? Come on now. What about Ricky?
I ain't never seen that, and thank God I haven't.
Oh, Ricky Berwick.
I ain't never seen that. Okay. I don't plan on.
Has he ever shown it? I don't know. No,
He shoved
Ricky,
a cookie up his
surprise me.
ass.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I was gonna say that wouldn't surprise me if he did, because it's Ricky. But yeah. Oh God.
All this embarrassing stuff. You're lying.
Oh, there's
What
plenty of things I haven't shared. There's plenty of things I haven't shared, but go right ahead. Prem, what you got to
Bro,
prem?
this is actually so fucking sad, Boogie.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
This is
It
like
is.
fucking horrible.
It is what it is, and it's so funny because I'm looking at my portal right now.
Show us.
No.
Bro.
Let me put out a scenario. It sounds like the doctor said that you had.
No, he wasn't. He wouldn't look. Who's? Okay, never mind. Let's continue.
This
Never mind.
disease
I
or
lost my
whatever, the
train
high
of thought.
red cell, and then you Googled it, and it's this is cancer, and you ran with it, and you made the video, and then you found out later that you got the form of it that doesn't have cancer, and you can't fucking set the record straight. That's what it sounds like to me.
I gotta be honest
If that is what happened, then I'm still confused as of right now. You understand that? Because the last conversation I had with my doctor, we are ordering these tests, we are ordering these treatments, and I'm going to do them. So why is he
So
asking
what
me to
Destiny's
do
saying,
them?
they wouldn't
Why
ask
is he asking me to do them
because
otherwise?
he's checking to see if you don't have cancer, but he wouldn't have given you a biopsy if you already had it. That's what Destiny's saying.
Blood markers are there.
Chat, do you
I want a
understand?
biopsy.
One minute.
It doesn't matter.
Chat, do
Just
you
go
understand what I'm
with it.
saying?
Just
Hold
go
on.
with it.
Shh, be quiet for a second. Chat, do you understand what I'm saying? The doctor says, "Hey, Boogie, you have this." Boogie sits there, Googles it up, and sees cancer linked to it. Rushes home to fucking make a video and let everyone know he has cancer without fucking figuring out which version of this is, which
And that's
sounds
why-
like
and that's why
it's
they
not-
refer me to a
which
blood
sounds like it's
specialist.
not the fucking cancer version. That's what it sounds like.
Then if that's the case, it's a big fucking
Do you
surprise.
feel
And you've
that-
been running with.
Did you feel an obligation, the fact that you shared this publicly? All right, I can understand not showing your medical records. Look, certainly Destiny or fans or anybody else or me not entitled to medical records, but you have shared this and used this on a lot of issues, including in private with me. Like I'm having a bad cancer day. You've said that. Those are words you've used to me. If you've
Yep,
gone to the
you sure have. Yep, you did. Thank you, Tommy. Exactly. You even said it, I think, if I remember correctly, in one of the first episodes of Locale Live.
Guys, I think I'm having a bad cancer day.
You said it, I think, in the very first episode. If I remember correctly, you said it even then. I remember that. Because I remember you saying that statement. That sticks out in my brain. That you saying
Guys,
that.
can I get some love in the chat? I'm having a bad cancer day. Some love in the chat, please. Can I get some hearts? Hearts in the chat for me. It's not that I have cancer. It's literally watching this is, potentially giving me cancer.
Still, what is a bad cancer day anyway? Battle Puppet, you got me.
Let me ask Walter White.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, jeez. There, John. Thank you, Shannery. All right.
Gee, Shannon.
Don't you have an obligation to put it to rest? A moral
No,
obligation.
I would rather go ahead and burn.
That's not the question. Actually, answer the question.
Oh, you're lying.
I would
Why?
rather
Why
burn.
would you rather burn? Why won't you prove it? You're lying. You're fucking. I know you too
Same
well.
reason I told Jackson.
I
Clark
know
2
you
years
too well.
ago.
You're lying. Why?
This
Dude,
is the one
stop
fucking
lying.
thing. This is the one fucking thing
Oh
I'm
my
keeping to
God.
myself. This is the one thing I'm
You
keeping
can
to
say
myself.
that,
Why?
but like it just makes you look like a liar, and everybody's gonna run like you
Good.
are a liar.
Good. They already do. They already will.
And
I know you too
understand why
well.
you're doing
I know
that.
you too
I
well.
understand
He's
why
lying.
you're doing it. You're
God
thinking like
damn.
if I don't confirm that I know I don't have polycythemia vera, there's always doubt out there. But people are not going to doubt. They're just going to.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, I delete everything.
Can you answer my question?
But I'm
You
still
really-
not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to do it or not do it. I'm asking you a moral question. If you shared this with your fans and you've been, don't you have a moral obligation under these particular circumstances? I don't.
Perhaps, and if I
to
do,
show me
I'm
this
going to perhaps, and if I do, then I'm going to ignore that moral obligation here in favor of keeping one last shred of privacy in my life. I shouldn't have shared it to begin with. It was a very stupid decision. I knew no one would give, including the people that are here. I should have never fucking shared it. It should have stayed a private thing.
Boogie, hear me out.
You can't use it anymore anyway. Whether you show it or
Boogie, just listen to me for a second, right?
Sure.
What my theory is right. I know it is. I know you rushed to make that video thinking you actually had cancer and you found out later you didn't. And you
That would be a
obviously
surprise to me as of the last conversation I had with my
No,
doctor.
you're
Go ahead.
lying. You're lying. I know that's how this played out. I know it
Okay.
did. Let's say that. Let's say you're not.
Doesn't he try to blame his doctor at some point in this too?
I don't know.
That-
Let's listen.
I
lying.
think-
All right,
I
tell
would
me
shared it 2
right
years
now.
ago if I was going to share it. I would have sent it to
Okay.
Jackson 2 years ago.
Okay, hear me out.
I would've
Let's
sent
say
it
you're
to
not
you.
lying.
Listen to
Your response to all this and like, nah, you can look at my medical records when I'm dead. Just how you're saying it and how you're talking
Makes it
and
worse.
how defeated you are. It's like you know that you've been caught.
I came across this particular. I always knew this day would come. That I would either have to choose between showing my medical records to somebody or have the internet say that I fake cancer. And the internet is now going to say I fake cancer because I'm going to stand on the decision I made 2 years ago, which is this is for me. This is the one I would rather. And this is fine.
Not if you just show that you have it. They won't. Not if you just show it.
Leave the internet.
That doesn't make no. Who's
know,
going to believe that?
sounds
Tommy,
like
do you believe
right.
that? Do you believe that?
Right.
Medical records are for me. He tells everybody his medical issues. He's over here. I got high blood
It's
pressure.
like this
I
is
got
one
this."
thing I'm gonna hold on to. Like it's actually.
Yeah, no one is going to believe that.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I'd rather just go and leave the internet. I mean, I'll be honest with you. And nobody
Because
has
you're
to believe. I don't care.
guilty. Because you're fucking guilty.
I
That's
don't want
what
to leave the
I'm
internet. It's a great story for Luck.
You ain't leaving. No. Like I said, I give you 2 weeks. Maybe what Nerdy said, maybe a month. Maybe. But I give you my guesstimation is 2 weeks. Yeah. No, you ain't going anywhere.
For years to come.
No,
I'm sorry, Wings. Does he seem guilty to you right now?
He's either guilty or his doctor's doing medical malpractice.
I'm fucking defeated, is what I am. I always knew this day would come, and I always knew when I saw.
It's a lot more forgivable if you started with this whole thing and found out later you didn't do it. So Keem's theory is pretty solid, I think. That you thought, you honestly thought initially.
we are going to have another conversation with my doctor, and if I'm very confused here, I hope he'll clarify, but it won't do me any good anyway. I'm going to confirm with him once again.
with me.
Hey,
I will.
Would you let somebody go film that doctor's visit?
No, wait. Let me go, Wings. Let me go, Wings.
I'm not going to record my fucking doctor, so these sick fucks can attack him. Go.
No, we're bringing the doctor on your podcast. The doctor's going to come on and explain. I'm serious. He's coming on here. Why? You know it's.
I missed that part. That would be wow. I can totally see them doing that though. I can. Oh, can you imagine if they make that happen? Oh my god.
It's gonna help the show. You're the one
I'm
person.
gonna lose my family doctor of 10, 12 years.
Get him on the show. I'll all the paperwork. I'll pay him for an appearance. Get that doctor on the fucking show.
Doctor, go.
I want him on the show to explain your illness.
Absolutely not.
Or we can buy
Why?
it.
Because you're
Because
lying.
he's my fucking doctor.
Keem absolutely would pay to have his doctor on. Abso-fucking-lutely. That would, yes, 100%.
Because he's kept me alive for over a decade.
I know you too well. You're lying.
Keep it going.
You are fucking lying to all of us. To all the fans.
We could send somebody in.
I'm trying to find a spot on the portal for the
We
record,
could
by
have
the way.
Pollard like blur his face out, and put a voice changer on it.
That's not going to happen, y'all.
Oh.
That's absolutely 0%. Number one, he wouldn't consent to it. He knows what I do for a living. He thinks this is bullshit.
Man, he's got cancer. He's got cancer.
Oh, really, does he?
doctor for 20.
Secondly,
I would think that, okay, I understand that there are some doctors that don't like Spotlight or whatever, fine, fair. But I would think that a reputable doctor that you claim that he is, or that we're hoping that he is, would want to come on to officially say, yes, this is diagnosis. Am I wrong? I would think that I wouldn't see an issue with it, but am I thinking, like, I would think that he would, especially if his time is getting paid for, you know, and then some. I would think that he would, but, you know, that's just me, I guess.
I'm not going to ruin my relationship with a doctor who's kept me alive for 12 years.
Yeah.
By the way, none of them, because I currently have 3, and I'm not going to over any of them. I don't know how to handle a situation like this. The only situation, the two options are, let this motherfucker go with what he wants to go with, or prove him wrong, and I'm not going to prove him wrong here, because if I did, I was going to prove it to Jackson Clark 2 years ago, when he asked for it.
Yeah, well, this is a little bit bigger than Jackson Clark. This is Destiny Local Live Drama Alert, and the whole Twitter is popping
Jackson
off.
Clark is Charlie. Jackson Clark is Charlie.
I don't know who the that is.
It's Charlie. Penguin Zero?
I don't know him.
Penguin Zero, you never heard of that guy?
Moist critical.
Hold on. I have your best friend on the line. Bear with me.
Sure. Man, I don't want to live on an internet that thinks I would fake cancer. I don't even care to do it.
Well, you have a real option here to end it, you know?
Yeah, you could
I'm not going
literally.
to. I'm not going to.
Guys, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if Medicare is coming. A chat's saying that, but I just checked my DMs. He has not DM'd me, so I don't know if he's going to be here or not. But what I do know is it's over. It's over, Boogie. This is the worst.
Yeah, I know.
You doing the fatty coin isn't the worst. Like you in the hookers, you shooting the gun, none of that even remotely can compares to faking cancer.
I forgot about the California 10s. I forgot about that. When he was talking about the hookers, oh god. Yeah, no, none of
one for
none
me,
of that.
one for my hookers. One
Yeah,
for me, one for my hookers.
Yep. Yeah, no, none of that.
That being said, I do unfortunately have to go, KHuck. The room is a bit hot right now, and I think Lacey was laying around, but I think she would rather be downstairs where there are more fans.
I got you. No, that's fine. That's cool. Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to
before I
get so much
go,
longer.
before I go, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the KHuck channel.
Well, thank you, good sir. Thank you, Nerdy. And subscribe to Nerdy John, and he'll be back next week with his live stream. So, yes, thank you, Nerdy. Appreciate you. Hopefully, Gigi comes back here soon if she's not back already. Gigi, you back? Nope, not yet. Okay. All right, I'm sure she'll message me. But, yeah, no. But he's willing to die on this hill in the name of privacy. When you're faking something as big as cancer, you're going to need to show proof. Fuck your privacy. Put your money where your mouth is. Exactly. He's getting it wrong. Jackson Clark is a co-host on Charlie's official podcast. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because I thought that I had seen that, but I wasn't. Yeah, I'd never heard of Jackson Clark until just obviously with this. So, okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Daniel J. But yeah, let's continue.
Cancer. This
Which
is
thankfully not something I did, but
this is bad. You have to like.
My wife has cancer.
I know.
How are we supposed to know that without you showing the proof there, dude? How are we supposed to know that?
Tweet her medical records real quick.
Do you want me to go? You want me to wake her up and see if she can get her medical records faster than you?
No, I would rather she
Wings. I'm sorry. Wings, I love Wings. I know how some people don't like him, and I get it because they've seen like what he's done in the past and him doing what he's done. I get that, and that you whatever. But I'm sorry, but I love Wings. Wings is cool. Wings is cool in my book.
I bet you she can.
I would rather she kept her medical records private, and that's what I plan to do with mine.
Wings, let him have it. This is bullshit. Me and Tommy should shut up and Wings. You should talk to Wings.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
just gonna be mean. Wings, talk to this man.
I got nothing to say to him other than like, dude, like if you have the cancer, show it. Why are you walking away from the internet and wanting your last paycheck? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do next
Because
week?
there's no surviving this anyway. I don't know.
You gonna live with the Corolla? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna live with the Corolla instead of sharing your medical records?
I don't know. I've never known what would happen when you guys decided to pretend I faked cancer. I don't know.
Pretend?
I don't know.
Nobody's pretending.
Nobody's
I thought you had cancer.
I mean, like
until Destiny came on.
Boogie, even if we're wrong, right? Nobody's pretended everything. Destiny put in a case, a real strong case.
Yeah.
So nobody's pretended or framed it, manipulated, spun it. Doesn't matter. You can't use that anymore. Go ahead.
Okay,
Nope.
I got a question. Why were you not given a second
Nope, you cannot. Nope, absolutely not. Especially after this stream. Nope, you cannot. Nope,
opinion?
Because I trust my doctor pretty goddamn strongly. Also, the entire point of the bone marrow transplant is to get the second opinion.
So if I were to get cancer, I get a second opinion. Like
Hell
it's
yeah.
cancer.
Like everybody would.
Everyone would. That's
There's a
like
doctor in the
standard.
world that would be offended by that. Either.
Well, do you understand that it's polycythemia?
I had a second opinion. I got a second opinion. I asked for one. I sure did. When I first initially got my diagnosis, I got a second opinion too. Yep. I sure did.
Polycythemia vera, and so since it's a 20-year prognosis, we thought we would simply treat the symptoms and simply treat the problem because you can't treat the source.
Well,
if you're going to start a round of chemo, yes, then you would absolutely look for a second diagnosis.
That's weird. I almost remember you saying, I'm going to die any moment. I have cancer, like a lot.
Well, polycythemia vera causes your red blood cell count to spike, which causes your blood to have some sort of diabetic symptoms. And I'm already a pretty big case for stroke or heart attack. So as my doctor explained to me on the day that he told me I had polycythemia vera, there is an increased chance of stroke or heart attack with that particular blood cancer. So it was very important that we did everything we could to reduce my red blood cell count because this was a relentless bitch of a disease and it wasn't going anywhere. And so I needed to do everything I could to treat the symptoms because you cannot treat the disease. At the end of the day, we all know the story the internet's going to run with, and I'm just good.
Well, that's neither here nor there for me. I'm talking to you.
They're running with
I'm
Boogie.
talking
Like
to you.
you claim to stay up 3 nights in a row, anxiety ridden, afraid you're going to lose money, afraid you're not going to be able to make your house payment, all this other shit. You don't think, where was that anxiety ridden when you got the cancer diagnosis? I would have looked over those papers like 15 times over on the way home.
Yep.
I would have sat there and probably cried about it.
You don't think I did?
You can't find a small diagnosis right now.
Of course I can. Of course I can.
Well, do it. Don't quit sticking your life.
All right, cool.
Quit digging yourself a fucking grave.
I'll find it, but you'll never fucking see it. I made that decision.
You're digging your grave, man.
Yeah, I know.
You are.
So what's going on? I got a DM from Keemstar telling me to check out a clip from Destiny.
Oh, here we go. This is Medicare. Here we go. This is when the Medicare comes in. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
And I watched the Destiny clip, and it's saying that that Boogie's faking his cancer.
Yep, that seems to be the narrative.
Okay, so why don't you walk me through why Destiny believes you're faking the cancer?
He doesn't know the difference between polycythemia vera and secondary polycythemia, and he thinks that I've gotten confused between the two, and that somehow I'm so stupid as to. I think that's. Am I missing something there?
You're missing a big portion.
What am I
Jim,
missing?
what he's missing is to disprove Destiny's whole claims, and because Destiny made a solid case he didn't have polycythemia vera, and all he has to do is show that a diagnosis from a doctor from his patient portal that he has polycythemia vera.
And I'm looking at it right now.
And he refuses to do it.
And Jim, here's my ongoing theory. I think he was diagnosed with this disease or whatever, the non-cancer type, and he rushed to the internet, which he already confirmed. As soon as he was told he had this, he ran and made a video, and then found out it's the non-cancer one after he already told the internet he had cancer. Because
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think that is exactly what happened.
that's what Destiny really hit him on. That Boogie has a certain disease that's not cancer. Now, there's a similar name one that is. And Boogie, all he has to do is prove it. He's got the paperwork right in front of him. All he has to do is show the internet that he actually does have this, and he refuses to do it.
Well, and here's the thing, because I did a stream, because I had people saying, "Oh, you're faking cancer, Jim." So I showed my diagnoses and stuff like that. I'm gonna guess he's working on a system similar to Epic, which most medical people do. You should be able to go right into diagnoses, and it's gonna list everything the doctor's ever said you had.
Yep, I just read it to him.
Okay.
Yep, that is true. Yep. We're gonna get into this here in just a second. I'm gonna listen to this play because I have something to say about this too.
And so it lists the cancer there?
Yes.
Okay, so you could screen cap that and just show it. I mean, that's what I did, and then that would be the end of it.
Absolutely. And I made the decision 2 years ago that I would not do that, and I would rather leave the internet than to give the last shred of fucking privacy I have left.
Well, no, and here's the thing. I understand the privacy argument.
I should have never went public with it.
No.
But,
Let me finish. I mean, you can redact information. There's no issue with that. But just show. I mean, it literally is just a page that says patient diagnoses, and then it lists what you have. It doesn't tell you who the doctor is. It doesn't tell you what hospital you go to. It literally just says the disease name.
And I won't be doing that.
But I don't understand why not.
Because he doesn't have cancer.
And you're saying, and you're denying. And he has the. What kills me is that, unfortunately, Medicare does have cancer. That's very, very sad that he does. He obviously, I hope that he's, his prognosis, from what I understand, is actually, not that great. But, he's obviously still here, which we're thankful for, and hopefully he's okay. And I feel for him. But this is a man that actually has cancer, and yet he's not flipping out on Boogie. Medicare is better than me. I'm just saying that I would be flipping out right now. At least yeah. Anyway, I would like to think that I would be patient and calm, but knowing me, probably not. Probably not.
He doesn't have cancer.
Yeah, that's going to be the narrative they'll go with. So that's
Well, no, I mean, I'm legit trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. When I came on you for the crypto thing, man, I said I take your word that you had cancer. I take your word that the medical shit's expensive.
Yep.
So I mean, this seems like
I spent 2 years treating a disease that doesn't exist. These people used to be my friends, and I genuinely would have never believed it would even come to this. And I'm just rather be done, man. I'm good. I'm good.
You're playing this some kind of backstab? I mean, anybody
No,
can run
not at all.
Nobody's dead.
Not at all.
Do you think I backstabbed you by having?
Nobody is backstabbing you, Boogie. You're making it out to be that way. You are. You are the one that is making it out to be that everybody in this call, including Medicare, I'm assuming, is attacking you. You think that everybody is just attacking you. That's you. You're pathetic. You are absolutely 100% pathetic.
Having Destiny on?
No, not at all.
One of the biggest streamers coming on our show.
I feel like this could have been a private conversation, and I would have shown you, Keem, specifically.
Oh, wait. Okay. How about this?
Yeah.
Instead of playing to the audience, like I get it. I get you've got a podcast going. I get the drama thing. I get all of that. And there's a lot of getting flung around.
Yeah, I'm not playing to the audience.
No. What I'm saying is, could you screen cap that and then pick one of these three guys because you've worked with them and show them, but nobody else, because I'm sure everybody would.
That's something I could do, and I will never do it. Never do it. But between now and when I die, they'll never see it.
Because I don't know your relationship.
I'll have it tweeted when I'm dead. Don't worry about that.
But I guess
don't say what I'm going.
But if they're giving you this accusation, right? I don't get why it would shut them up immediately, right?
Yeah, sure.
And then nobody else would ever have to see it. You keep your privacy.
Sure would.
I don't understand why you wouldn't do one. I mean, that just seems weird to me.
I'm good.
They told you that you had this disease. You Googled it, saw it was linked to cancer, and you rushed to make a fucking video that you have cancer. And then you found out later that you don't. But you had to continue the lie.
Yeah, that'll be the story.
I have a theory, though. I think that maybe I don't know, honestly. I'm still processing it, but I think that if Boogie would have came out and said, you know what, guys, turns out that I don't have cancer, I don't know if he would have been able to crawl out of that, to be honest with you. I don't know. I guess it would just depend on his approach with it, but knowing Boogie, he'd probably fuck it up. So I truthfully don't know what would happen if he were to have just came out and said, you know what, it turns out I don't. Which may or may not happen. We don't know. I truthfully think that it could make things worse. Absolutely, Spectre. It could. I don't know if he would be able to come back from it, but, we don't know. Right now, everything is in limbo from what I've seen with the different tweets and stuff, which, like I said, we'll get to in a little bit. But I mean, right now it's just all speculation as to whether or not, what's going to happen from here. Whether Boogie will actually take the test to see if he is or what he's going to do, which again, like I said, we'll get to in a little bit, but yeah. So we'll just have to see what happens.
You guys tell and enjoy.
What do you mean? It's not a story. I know this is how it played out. I know it.
And listen, I know all of y'all are waiting for me to pop off about this, and rightfully so. But listen, I said this the other night. I can't take, and I don't think that well, some people might, but I personally am not going to take any of what he is doing personally to me personally, because again, I can't, right? I don't want to. I don't want to take what he's exploiting or what he's lying about, whatever. I don't want to take it personal because I just don't want to. I can't. I don't, people can. They can take it personal, and they can, and some people have, and they will, and that's fine. But I personally don't want to do that, because then I will get way too angry and I will get way too defensive, and I don't want to do that. I am looking at it from the perspective that I am very lucky in how I was able to get through what I went through, right? I am very lucky that my case was not as severe as it could have been. And I'm thanking my lucky stars that it wasn't, I'm not going to be angry, Shanry. But you can call in if you want. I don't know where Gigi went to, but you can call in if you want. But listen, my circumstance was very, I don't want to say rare, but it was a one-off situation that happened with me, and I'm thanking my lucky stars that it didn't turn out to be worse. So, and I can't take what he's doing personally, because I just can't. It'd be a waste of energy.
Is there anybody? Okay, let's say you've got issues with them, right?
Yeah.
Is there anybody?
Seen it. My roommate's seen it.
No. I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Here she is. Hi, Shanry.
Hello.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
I'm doing well. A bit tired, but I got my coffee and everything, so yeah.
Yay! What time is it now? It's like early in the morning for right now for you.
No. It's late here. Basically evening here in Sweden.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're like 7 hours ahead of me. That's right. Go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Exactly. Well, my take here, I have been following this story as well, and I'm gonna be very honest. I'm not a Boogie fan, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say it has shown already in a few years, those who have followed Boogie in the whole life and everything. I mean, yeah, when he did Francis, that's one thing. But it got to a point, even I have seen, this guy, I can't trust him and everything. And I mean, he really tried to shit on everything. And I mean, he's putting himself in a situation that I think it is very, very funny, by the way. By the way, guys, hey, I'm here. Shenry, here's me.
Yay!
Those who doesn't know who I am, I'm a Swedish person and unemployed for many years. But, however, I know for a fact I can take a fucking better job than Boogie.
True.
And I mean, to be honest, when he made the so-called the he can't take a job, in that interview. I thought it was more funny. I was like, yeah, he doesn't want to do the slob. I mean, first of all, we already, some of the people who follows Boogie, and I say Boogie because I can't do the numbers anymore. To me, it's like, those numbers, either he's so fat, he doesn't know how much he weight. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
And I don't feel sorry for him.
Ooh.
So yeah. But I do understand one thing about certain people who are related when it comes to cancer and everything. I have family members who had cancer before too as well.
Yep.
And there's one thing, not so many people think about it, but I know there are hard fans out there and so too, but I'm gonna be very honest to you guys, but the cost of this cancer he's using, basically, the second thing, and so even if you ran with it and so too, to me it's like, yeah, you try to do a scam just to get symphony points, and I understand that so many people wants to do that, and it's very common here on the internet too. You want to have symphony points to make sure you can get an income because you can't get a job. And I mean, think about me. I have been unemployed for 20 years.
Mhm.
I had very bad grades. Right now, after 20 years now, I have 5 fields, and it's still hard to get a job. I understand. However, you need to at least do something. You can still work at home. You can do whatever. But he's so fat, and I'm sorry I'm coming in with fat jokes because I'm fat myself. So I have the fat card. I'm sorry. So he's so fat that he can't get a job because he doesn't know how to do it. Only he can blame himself. Yes, I understand that.
I agree.
And then you're angry, and I heard when you talked about, because I never asked about your personal stuff, and I understand. But here's the thing: do not be very open about it because I understand that. So think about this. Just give the middle finger to Boogie because I see him as the great mighty Pooh from Conquer Bad Fur. I'm sorry, he's trying to sing his way, but he's a fucking big slob. I'm sorry. So
No,
I'm trying
I
to
agree.
calm down, even if I said I have so much to say, but I'm trying to calm it down.
No. I get it, and I completely understand. But no, and thank you for calling in. We love you. One of our favorite sheep in the entire world. We love you and we miss you. But
Yeah, I miss
no,
you.
I just exactly. It's very accurate. 100% accurate. No, I just listen. I don't mind talking about what happened with me, and again, I've talked about it before. When I first talked about it, I was like, you know what? The floodgates are open. Might as well just come out and say what I would like to say about it. Not give away too much information, but just to talk about what my general diagnosis was and things of that nature for me personally, right? But if anybody were to ask me, hey, did this really happen to you? Be like, yeah, here, bye. I would just show it. Like, no, like I told Nerdy, I still have everything here, and I will always have everything, but I would not. They wouldn't even have to offer me any money. I would just sit here.
I'm sitting here like I'm unemployed. I will fucking take the money, even say to Keemstar, kissing his wood, like, come on, give me the job. But here's the thing, Boogie is so into this that his life is going so far, he refused. And I'm gonna say this. Guess what? Guess who is the best field to work in the jobs, everything jobs and everything? Who do you think is the best one, do you think?
The best one, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
The personality of the person job in the work field. Who do you think is the best one?
You.
No. I'm gonna be very clear. The people who are very great to work, and I'm gonna say in marketing stuff and everything, are most of them are narcissists. And who is the narcissist here?
That's a good point.
I wonder who that is. Yes, and I mean even those who are narcissists and work in the field, they don't complain about how they're making up, and they basically brag about their income, money, whatever. So too. And when it comes to the point,
I thought you were asking like who would be the better worker, and I said you. That's what I thought you meant.
Sorry. No, it's okay. I understand. I should have formulated my question a little more better, but
No, you're fine.
But if you think about it, those people who are good narcissists, who can work in the work field, they are good at their job, even if it sometimes can be shit and so too. But they are more successful, believe it or not. And here he is sitting here trying to promote whatever this fat coin and everything. It's like, dude, you should have known. And I mean, I'm an artist. I know the AI stuff and everything, NFTs and so too. They are dying out. Yes, the Bitcoin zone, they are still around, but it's soon going to die out as well because people want to follow a trend. And I mean, if we YouTubers know so well, if you're gonna follow a trend, you follow it. And when it drops down, it drops down.
Exactly.
And even so, the market, it takes a little more different because some people say, but how about you in Sweden? How do you follow American culture? For us, for example, back in the days, we had to wait for a movie to come out 3 months after because they have to translate, the subtitles. So, but these days they have become more faster, so they can come in the same date instead.
I've seen that more now.
Yeah, and I think it is very good because, who doesn't like movies? So, because people are working so hard to make it so. And I mean, if he was so smart, dear Boogie, I would say try to find another field. And I would say you're not a very great person to do the YouTube trend. I'm sorry. Even if you're gonna do bath water or whatever, I wouldn't buy that. I'm sorry.
I would. Oh God, no. Oh my God, this. No. No. You know what's sad though is that I can guarantee. Well, not necessarily sad, but kind of, sort of. I can see people buying that though from him if he were to do it. Maybe not very many, but I can see. Unfortunately, I can see that being. I can see that selling. I can. That's the sad part. Yeah. But anyway, but no. Like I said, it's to do this in front of Medicare on top of that too. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry, not sorry. Medicare are a better person than me. Because there ain't no way.
I mean, I was more happy. He is one of the YouTubers who have been fighting, with cancer. So too, there are many more. But
yes,
I mean, to be honest, he is one of them who can prove, like, yeah, I have been going through. And some people have been attacking him, like, you're still lying and so. And I mean, in the first beginning, he didn't show it. But here's the thing. He did show it and show, here it is. And I understand there is frustration there too. Then we have fucking Boogie trying to be like, yeah, but I have it, but I won't show you. It's getting frustrated because many people who had cancer or whatever. But by the way, I wouldn't be surprised if I have cancer because I'm smoking a lot. Duh. And been, big and so too. But I would be more frustrated if someone really was pressuring me on if I lied a lot. And I don't lie. Basically, even if I basically can't say I do white lights, the calm white lights.
We all do.
For example, you basically can tell a kid, for example, you have cancer, you try to say, yeah, I don't feel well, but I'm gonna tell you later on.
Yeah, we all do.
I mean, that's a white lie.
Yeah, we all do it. Like, it happens, like, we all do it. It's a natural thing that we do. We tell little white lies. It happens. But again, like I said before, there's a difference between him telling a little white lie about him. Like, I'm sorry, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm hopefully I'm not, going too overboard here. But when it comes to cancer, when it comes to like a diagnosis of a cancer diagnosis, that's not a little white lie. That's not something that should be taken as such either.
That's basically a fraud, and it goes very well when it comes to loss as well.
But that's how he's treating it.
That.
Yeah, but that's how he's treating it. He's treating it as though it's just a little white lie, guys. And he'd rather leave the internet than prove that he is like what?
Mm-hmm. But what he doesn't understand, he's trying to be very smart here, but I will say no, because he's putting himself, and I'm not sorry for him either, he's putting himself that he could go to court with this, because if he's pointed out he has it, he could take him to court, because like I said, it's a fraud. Because in USA, I have read a lot of USA laws, we have similar cases here as well here in Sweden. However, in USA, where that's the sue land, you sue everyone in the country. I'm sorry, American, I love you, but you are the sue land. You sue everything, even for a little small land. I'm sorry. But, I mean, like, you can see, for example, there are some cases you can look further back in the days when it comes to fraud and everything. Even when it comes to, what's it called? People who are doing, like, what's his name again? Charity. There we have it. Charity. Those things as well. And I mean, we have already seen what happened with Yard, for example. That guy, the gamer guy.
What?
And Gerard, the completionist.
Oh, Gerard. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, Gerard the completionist. Yes, okay. I thought that's who you said, but I just wanted to double check. Yeah. Oh God, yeah, that whole thing. Oh my God, that was I need to watch that June the King documentary on that. I need to watch that.
And I'm getting concerned about one thing when it comes to fraud and everything. When it comes to YouTube as well. YouTube needs to step up on this because of, if people are going to run. Now, for example, Boogie is going to get a lot of shit because of this. And, I mean, we have already seen so much trouble here on YouTube as well, what's going on. Gina Cooney, all kind of stuff, you know, Onision, all stuff like that. It get to a point, I think, what I feel, this kind of scandal as well, when people are going to use cancer, you know, to fraud, you know, for asking for money and so too.
Yeah.
It get to a point, I think it's going to be more worse for YouTube as well, because how are they going to protect their, you know, YouTubers? But here's the thing, I'm more happy that he's not monetized at all. If he is, he should not have it. I'm sorry, if he proves everyone, yeah, if he prove everyone he has cancer, he can keep it. That's fine. But he needs to do more videos. I'm sorry. If he's going to keep the job, then he needs to work on that because he feels like that's my professional field. Well, do your job, do video editing, whatever. Just do you. But you're not going to get rich. Or at least he can try to live stream. But it's so lazy, he won't do it. He wants other people to do it for him.
Well, yeah, and I don't. And listen, it's like I said, Nerdy gave him. Nerdy is giving him a month, and I'm sure other people are giving him like a different time frame too. I give him 2 weeks. I give him 2 weeks for him to come back and bitch.
I would say a week.
You say a week?
I would be small because a week. Because here's the thing. He's going to be so desperate to get money. Even if we heard Celia when he spoke to him. And I mean, he shouted at Celia when he asked very nice questions.
Yep, I got that clip pulled up too.
Yeah. That's very good to show example.
Yeah, we don't have very much longer or very long left in this one. This is only going to be about maybe 10 minutes.
Yes. Just to take a few seconds, you guys can hear how he went from all kind of thing and then snaps. And to me, I have seen it before as well when it comes to real life too. I used to have friends who, you know, I mean, I don't talk so much about them either because I basically ignore them. And I'm trying to be very nice here. I have met so many people back in the days. I am doing drugs and so too. I don't care. However, when it comes to their living their own life as well, in a lie, and lying and even so ungrateful and so too. I have met that kind of people too.
Yep.
And I mean,
all
I have said to the guy, like, sorry, I don't want to hang out with you anymore. I'm sorry, bye-bye. That's all I do, basically.
Yep, toxic people are toxic people. Yeah, I agree.
And I would say, just a few months ago, that guy came to me, tried to get to my DMs and tried to talk with me.
Oh, boy.
After 10 years.
Wow.
I said no. Yep.
Good for you.
I said no.
Good for you. I probably would do the same thing. I know I can think of quite a bit of people in IRL that I would probably do that to as well. Not gonna lie. So no, I totally good for you.
Yeah.
I'm back done watching Vikings with my family. What I miss? Oh, Loki, you missed quite a bit.
You missed a lot.
But you missed quite a bit, but that's okay. You can watch it on the replay. But let's finish this up, and then I want to react to the CoffeeZilla video because that one's quite interesting. So here we go.
Oh, sure.
I mean, aside from somebody that lives with you, like a CoffeeZilla or some neutral.
My most confident people. No,
but I mean, like a neutral third party.
Other than my most confident people that I trust, I would know. I'm not, and even that, I wouldn't do that. I could call Desi in here right now, and she would, and I won't even do that. I won't even do that. No, thank you. I'm good.
I mean, it looks bad. You understand that? It looks terrible.
Yes, I know. I'm good.
Can I ask you? I mean, when you got the diagnosis, how did they diagnose you? Can you say that at least?
Yes.
Do you see Wings digging? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. He's digging his grave. That's exactly what he's fucking doing. Exactly.
We did a blood test, which we do every 3 months or 6 months regularly. They saw that my red blood cell counts were up. We had a conversation about that. I didn't think too terribly much about it. He said he wanted to check for blood markers for polycythemia vera. They look for a specific hormone in the blood that is produced. They found it. He called me and let me know that they found it, that means I have polycythemia vera and that we were going to treat it, but the treatment plan doesn't change very much because you cannot treat the cancer directly, so you have to treat the symptoms. And so for the last 2 years, we've been doing that. And one of the things I would like to do is because there is a chance that those blood markers are being brought on from another reason, even though it's invasive and expensive and pretty pointless, I was going to go ahead and push for the bone marrow biopsy because I would very much, now that I have a girlfriend and somebody that I love in my life, I would very much like for them to be wrong, and it's like a 1 in 1,000 shot, but I thought I would take it.
So I had a growth on the top of my head. It looked like a portal wine stain. Nobody really gave it much thought. Go and get some steroids and some, we don't know what it is. And for like,
I'm sorry, say that again.
They jumped. Apparently they have removed something from there. I saw it right now. Since I see 2 screens, I see your live stream and so. But when I saw yours, I saw a jump cut, which means they have removed something from the live stream.
Oh, yeah. Well, this got edited down to that hour and 2 minutes that it was, but the actual live stream is still up. The 4-hour one is still up. Yeah. But yeah, the editor who they said the name of the editor earlier, but I didn't. It's like Polar or something is what I caught. But yeah, this editor, holy shit. This editor worked fast on this one.
Oh yeah, he's good, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did
he's really
one
good,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I do like about Wing Redemption in this episode, he do so much things like digging a hole and everything. You can see he gets bored because he is the only person who gets to not talk a lot in the show. And I feel so very sorry because he is very interesting. He's smart, believe it or not.
Yeah. Oh no, I think that he is too. I think that, listen, a lot, like I said earlier, a lot of stuff has been said about Wings. A lot of people have different opinions on him. He does have his trolls. He does have his, he has his moments, of course. Yeah, that has happened. He's been around forever. I get that too. But I truthfully think, and I've said this before, and I hope I don't eat my words, but I truthfully think that Wings, I think that he's literally, and as the name implies, and this is not a pun in any way, shape, or form, he's on a redemption. He's on his, not, again, that's not meant to be a pun. It's true. Like, truthfully, I think that he has gotten a lot better over the years. I think that this show is really helping him out. I think that he truthfully does have fun on here. Maybe, and again, that's just how I perceive it. Other people are like, well, he's just looking for a paycheck. Yeah, and?
Yeah,
he's still entertaining.
He is. And both him and Tommy are great, by the way. That's why I don't like Billy. Yeah.
No,
I've seen, and in the beginning of the show, Wings Redemption have been concerned. He's like, I don't think. And he is one of the person I can relate to when it comes to depression. I have had depression. I even have some little right now. But he is one of the people I see very real in this situation because he's worried when it comes to certain stuff. But in the later episode, I can start to see he gets comfortable. And it comes to a show that he start to see. He even asked in the last, in the whole live stream after it, what's going on? Who am I going to shoot with? I'm sorry if I went too far, but he says that. And it shows very well that he started to get very comfortable. Now he's doing this again.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that, I've always been up and down, or I've never really been a big fan of Boogies to begin with. And to be honest with you, I was never a big fan of Wings. But, because I didn't really know, I knew Boogie before I knew Wings. Wings, I started to, get to know better and start to kind of get, or quote unquote, better. Soon or not too long before Locale was even a discussion. And I would see him every so often, on different streams and stuff, and I would like his stories. He had great stories. But I think that with Wings in general, I think that he's just, some people can say he's just doing it for a paycheck. Okay, that's fair. But I truthfully think that he's enjoying himself. Tommy's definitely enjoying himself. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
He is enjoying.
Tommy loves it. Did he have what in the very beginning? Was it a big ass headache for him? Absolutely. We all seen it. We all know. But I think that truthfully, Tommy has really came into his own with this, and I think that this is, and I've said this before, and I will say it again. I am so happy that this has not only worked out for obviously everybody, but for Tommy especially. Tommy deserved this. He did, absolutely.
He does.
Out of everybody there, Tommy is the one that deserves it the most. Because I think he's been through a lot. He's been through a hell of a lot. Not just with the internet stuff, but with Keemstar, with the different podcasts that he's been on and stuff.
And
he deserves
Rock,
it.
basically, he had been in the army too in Rock, which is, I think it's very lovely. If those who have been following Tommy, he has very great stories when it comes to after in the army as well. And he's one basically, I think it is very hilarious. He is the ringleader of the whole show as well. Even the Keemstar like, oh, but he's not. And I mean, that's the thing about Keemstar. I was very mad at him when it comes to coming into live show and start to do a stream. I was like, when I saw before the whole stream went down, when he came out, I was like, he's gonna sit and cry again. He is a good person when it comes to working in the background so or doing events. And here I'm gonna say it. If you notice when I said who are very good narcissists and so working, there you have an example. Keemstar is one of them. He's the good narcissist when it comes to working in the field. Yes, he can be very selfish, but he's working and making up to it. And now he's losing, you know. But here's the thing, where I get very sad about it too. How many shows have he done? He have done many because he's looking for the niche, which comes to who can bring in much money. And the first thing was Drama Alert. First one. And now he's bringing it back. His Keemstar show, never good, because, you know, what happened there. And other, you know, bait and so too. But he had been trying out, even if he's narcissist, but trying out something else in a good way. And if he keeps this show on, I will be more happy to it. But the thing, I think, he needs to listen one thing about the fans. Maybe switch out some of the loud cows. And one of them should be Boogie, I'm sorry. He is not the worth, and I really hate the show when it comes to Boogie because it's only about Boogie, only sub-story, and I get very tired of it.
Yeah,
I want to see.
That's fair.
I want to see other locals as well.
Yeah,
when it comes to.
Well, that was what the initial thing was supposed to be. I thought was that they were going to rotate between the farmers and the cows, like on different episodes and stuff, and they did do that for a little bit, but. I think that was just I don't know what happened with that, honestly. I don't remember. But the thing is that you're a good psychopath. Of course you are.
Oh.
Of course you are. But no, but the thing is that I agree when they were, and they'll go into it again, or they talked about it earlier, was that I think with these live streams, that's been helping out with them, especially after this one. Like this, I mean, they would be silly to not stream more. Do I think that they should rotate out the cows? I mean, I think that they were trying to do that initially, I thought, but I think that didn't end up working out. But
yeah,
I think
they wanted the farmers and the cows.
Yeah, they wanted the farmers and the cows, yeah. But I thought that they were going to rotate out the cows, too. I thought that they were going to get, like, a few other people to, like, sub in for Boogie and Wings. I thought that was in, like, the talks for the show, but I could have been wrong.
Yeah. And I mean, Keemstar, he's picking only the ones he knows are low cows. And I mean, we have getting newer ones. And now we're speaking of the TikTok ones, or, you know, Reddit, all kind of stuff, who are getting newer. But he's looking at the back in 2016. I hope Keemstar really fucking understand this. Stop using 2016. The golden era was there. Make a new one, because then we can do the silver era. Just fucking make it. But, you know, you need to find it. I mean, he's good to find stuff, but what he is blind to see is that in entertainment show, you need to find something new. Yes, we have the golden era. We need a new era.
Yeah,
that's
saying. True. I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm gonna step out. I'm sorry if I take my time and everything.
No, you're fine. And Gigi is actually back. You got perfect timing.
Yes,
yes, but also I was gonna say, Shanri, I never get to be on a stream with you.
I know.
I have not yet, cause I have, you know, I've picked everyone's brain, but not Shanri. Shanri's
okay, but I can stay at least a few minutes more for you, Gigi.
Okay, well, but here we could do real quick. Shanri, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is gray.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting choice. What's your favorite animal?
Cheetah.
A cheetah? Okay. And if you when you eventually get canceled on the
say it again. You were hopping up a bit.
Yeah. Who sorry. And
you did it again.
Oh,
Fuck.
yep, you cut out. Yep.
Yeah.
You are cutting out big time, lady.
Yeah, try to come back again.
Okay.
Oh, try to get. I will sit here and wait for you.
No, I think that. There you go.
Okay. Hello.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Much better.
There you go. Go
Excuse me. So yeah, if when you eventually get canceled, as is all of our fate, who do you want to do the exposed video?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say. I basically would say. Oh, this is a very picky one because I do like when it comes to a challenge, and I would say. It's so cliche, but I think Colossus Crazy would be a very fun to do it.
He's hard to get, man.
Yes,
You have to do
that's
something.
that's the thing. If you think about it, he's one of the people who is the hardest to find. And I like to chase those kind of people. And it sounds very funny, but that's a hard challenge, at least. But then again, that would be my last exposed video.
Yeah, that is the thing. Even as I asked the question, I was like, "Oh, I'd want Willie Mac to do it." But here's the thing: if Willie Mac canceled me, I'd be canceled forever. You know what I mean? I need somebody who makes mistakes. So I'm gonna make my answer Keemstar. I could fight Keemstar.
Oh.
The reason I'm picking on the clown, he is a good person when it comes to interview people. For example, if you guys remember, he interviewed that guy, Minecraft Lion Maker. That was even scary to even know a YouTuber did that, to even go so far in. He even made sure to lure people in. You can listen to very, very clearly. And I have feeling that Clown is a very good people when it comes to, he has a very good education, or he knows what is interesting when it comes to reporter soap. Since I have been in movie, I have been reading movie history for a year, but I even work with reports, with newspapers so too as well. And to me, that kicks me. It's like, yeah, he's that kind of person, and I would like to debate that kind of person too as well. Because that
would be
is so-called a blood sport too.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Ooh,
not gonna lie.
a blood sport between you and Colossus Crazy. I'd sign up for that.
Oh, I'd sign up for that too.
You know what I mean? I'd pay a subscription fee for that. But yeah, listen, Shanri, I know it's not my show, but I'm gonna pretend that I have these rights, and I would say you should come to Girls' Night on Thursday.
Yes.
And then we can chat more.
I agree.
Which date and time?
We try to shoot them for Thursdays usually. That's usually the day that we can all get that evening is when we usually can all get together. I do believe that we are having another one this upcoming Thursday. We should be. So you are welcome to join us in if you want.
Okay, I bring my pajamas. I bring everything. I bring my coffee. I bring my collection. I mean, what?
Exactly. That is the vibe. And since apparently, according to the chat, I am the man hater, please bring all of your anti-man rhetoric.
I body pillows with man on. Is that okay? Punch him back.
Listen, the next girls' night, we're definitely doing another date POV where like a TikTok POV where we're going on a date with a man who is awful, and those are very fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, listen, the last one was very good, and Bunny correctly pointed out that guy wants to be pegged. I hadn't thought about it, but after she said it, I was like, yeah, I see it. I get it.
I see it too. I saw it too. I agreed. Yep. All right, my dear. Well, Miss Shanry, we're going to go ahead and let you go. So we don't want to keep you any longer, but thanks for sticking around. Right. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate you.
Great talking to you, Shanry. I'll talk to you.
Same. By the way, KHuck, how do you feel now? Have you calmed down a little?
Yes, I am totally calm. Thank you, Shanry. You helped. Yes, I am totally calm.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Take it easy. Don't do anything stupid because I do the stupid things.
Bye, Shanry. Love you.
I'm now reading the chat. No, Nintendo Milk, this is just, apparently it's one of my taglines that I hate men. I don't hate men, but, I need more bits, and I'll take this one. I'll take this bit, too.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, 2
there
hours
you go.
ago. Hi, Midna. Midna's here too. Yeah, I'm surprised you're still streaming KHuck. I was like, oh, they finished it without me. I'm gonna come back to dead air.
No, we got to talking. Yeah, Nerdy and I got to talking, and then Shanry offered to come in and calm me down. So yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna pass up an opportunity to talk to Shanry. Hello, I will talk to Shanry any chance I get. So yeah, she called in, and we just got to talking, and so all good. But no, we got like 10 minutes or so left of y'all need some milk. Why do we need milk?
Why do we need milk?
I don't know.
I missed Jenner.
Why do we need milk? Anyway,
but we. Oh, hi, you Skeletos. You know, he got me the other day. He pretended to be somebody else in a VC, and it's someone else I have fake beef with. So I came at him really hard. He's like, "Hey, check the profile," and I was like, "You jerk." Anyways, yeah, you Skeletos, you're on my list now.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful when it comes to Skelly in a Discord. You gotta be careful. Oh, that's funny. Fair point. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and finish this, and then we'll. I promise you, we will get to the CoffeeZilla video. I promise. I promise.
A year, it was just flat, no issues. And then it started like wildly growing. And the doctor's like, shit, I don't know what this is. You should go into dermatology. So I go into dermatology, and the guy's like, oh, we gotta fucking biopsy this thing. We gotta take a look at this shit. So they do the biopsy. They're like, we've got to set it in for cell staining. On top of that, we're going to do blood work and a PET scan. And then they also ordered a bone biopsy too. And did all that, and it took like a week, and I got everything back. And then they're like, conclusively, you have lymphoma. I mean, that's what's going on. That's a tumor.
After you got the conclusive, have you had biopsies since for separate reasons, or to double check since you were?
Yeah. So basically, what happened was I got the diagnosis right after the initial biopsy. They set up some blood work, a PET scan, and then they did the bone biopsy just to see if it had spread. And then from that point onward, I didn't need extra biopsies. What they would do is they just do PET scan imaging because it'll make cancer light up. In your body, like any areas or like any autoimmune stuff. But yeah, it took like a week, and it was definitive. It was cut and dry. It was like, this is what you have.
That's how long it took for me. It was a week. It was a week. Maybe, and I said this earlier, maybe not even that. It was actually, I want to say 4 or 5 days, give or take. I found out within at least at the week at the latest of my diagnosis. Yep, sure did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think when I was a little bit younger, like a few years ago, my mom had something, right? And it was like a few days because people freak out, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would have listened.
So yeah,
I remember telling my mom about it and my sisters about it just so that way, or that I was having the surgery. Anyway, this was before I got the diagnosis. And even then, that they were, obviously freaking out and whatnot. And when we found out what it was, we researched it, we looked into it, and we found out what we found out. And yeah, so, but that's exactly what we did. It's what Medicare is describing is exactly what happens. Yeah. So yeah,
that's
he's
my
not wrong.
Too.
Yeah, this is what we're seeing under the microscope.
Yep.
Like just with the crypto shit, man. I mean, there were so many lies related to that.
Sure.
And you came off terribly with that.
Yeah,
so now you've got Destiny making these accusations.
Yeah. If I tweet this tomorrow, it's not going to change anything. I'm just done. It doesn't matter.
It would make everybody look like an asshole. Yeah, no. It would make everybody on this stream look like the world's biggest assholes.
They'll take it apart, and they'll say I'm lying again. They'll say the proof isn't enough. The web portal's not enough. Now I want a fucking medical record. Now I need to see a list. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
I would straight up apologize.
We don't work together
for doubting you.
Yeah, we don't work together anymore. We're good. We're good.
What do you mean we don't work together?
I'm leaving the internet.
No, you're not.
This is what doesn't make sense to me. If you're in the right, if these assholes are persecuting you and you have cancer,
would you want to sit in here with these people for two nights a week? Because I don't.
I don't know. What are you paying? What are you paying, Keem? What are you paying?
He's getting paid to pay his mortgage from the show. He's manipulating right now.
I'll take his mortgage. Fire his ass. I'll take his mortgage.
Yeah, get on
show.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Medicare. Thank you. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. I would do the exact same fucking thing. Hell yeah, Medicare. I would do the Bro.
What is this? Hold
What?
on.
What?
This thing that Strictly Patrick posted about him, he said he burned 20 million of the coin, but there's another 25 million in the same coin attached to his wallet. Interesting. So
DM that to me, please. DM that to me, please, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
I will definitely pull that up when we are done with this.
He is. I hate that man. I don't hate him because I don't hate people.
I don't either. But listen.
But I don't like this behavior. How hard is it not to be just a total dipshit?
This was on June 29th. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember this tweet. Okay. That was on June 29th when the whole crypto thing was going on. Okay, well, I'll still show it here in a minute, but I'll still show it here in a little bit. But yeah, I remember that tweet.
So it was June 29th. Did he respond to that? Did he respond to that 25?
I don't know. Well, he deactivated his Twitter, so I have no idea.
Oh, that's right. He deactivated his Twitter.
Yep.
What a.
There's still
what a
0.5% of the wallet that he still has.
Fuck you! I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas.
Oh my god. Boogie's biopsy results for $2. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Boogie was given multiple opportunities to prove everyone wrong, with multiple people offering donations to do so. For somebody who seems to always be in need of money for debt, it seems his grift and his pride is above his girlfriends and his home. True. Yeah, I 100%
Yeah, you know,
agree.
we have a couple people here watching us, and I would just like to know if anybody has a way for me to get a bunch of YouTubers to offer me, what was it in the end, like 85K to show my
80K.
medical records.
It was
Okay,
80K. Last I heard, yeah.
to show my medical records. Please let me know.
Bro.
Like, ideally, I don't have to do all of the embarrassing things Boogie has had to do to make this happen.
It's
but
like I told Shanry, you wouldn't even have to give me fucking money. I would just show it to you. I'm just saying. Like, oh, we have a surprise caller in waiting. Oh my goodness.
We do.
Here we go. Well, hi, Miss Hellbent. How are you?
It's not the real one, KHuck. It's not the real one.
God damn you. I hate you.
Like, how are you not
Goodbye.
seeing the image I'm seeing? You Skeletos, how could you do this to us?
Screw you, Skelly. Screw you. Damn it. Damn it. Had me all excited because I've been wanting to talk to Hellbent forever. Dang you. Dang you. Anyway.
I also would like to talk to Hellbent. She's supposed to be working on something for
She
me, and I'm
is.
not cool enough to have her as a friend on Twitter.
I told you
and that's
what
the
her-
truth.
I gave you her info. Why don't you follow her?
No, I want her official seal of approval. I understand that I have to be vetted, and I'm ready. I'm ready for the hot chair. You know what I mean?
I think you have to be
Hot
vetted,
seat,
but
hot chair.
I don't think you have to. Listen. What image did you see? Because I did not see said image.
I saw
but
it said Skeletos. That's when you were like Hellbent. I was like, where?
I saw it in the. I was looking at the.
I saw his
in the
regular
waiting.
name. I
didn't see it in the
Yeah,
Discord. I should
said
have looked
it
at the
literally.
Discord.
It literally said.
Well, when I
said his
pulled
regular name.
when I pulled him in. Now that we know it was Skelly, when I initially thought it was Hellbent, all I saw was the name. I didn't look in the actual Discord of the name. I should have, but yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Listen,
Anyway.
I just told you how he got me. So to be fair, you know,
Screw
you were
Skelly.
warned. You were
Screw
literally
you, Skelly.
just warned too.
Damn it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it'd be fun. That's a good replacement. I'm proud of that. That's a very good replacement, Jim.
But why would you leave? I don't understand. If you're in the right, if you have cancer, if they're the assholes, if you can make them look like this and make money, why would you leave the internet?
Here's the screenshot of it right here. I just took a screenshot of it right
I gotta
here.
be honest. We
Yeah,
do need.
then send it to one of them and shut them the fuck up, and then you'll never have to listen to it again.
No.
I gotta be honest. We do need Medicare on here because we actually do need a host with cancer.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
So you're saying you're gonna walk away. No more YouTube, Twitter, any of that.
That's
But okay,
This is too much, man. This is too much.
but why? Why? Aside from
This
this,
is too much.
Damn, Keem. Damn.
if you walk away from the show, but why?
This is too much, man.
Dude, the problem is it's taken
This is
so
too
long for you to even get that screenshot. By the time you send it to the screenshot, people are
Yeah,
gonna be like,
the
"Oh,
damage
he
is already
made it.
done. Yeah, the damage is already
He
done.
made a fake screenshot
Exactly.
that time."
Exactly. There is no way out of it. It's already over.
I'm gonna FaceTime. I guess Desi's phone, and then show me on
Yeah.
FaceTime right now.
There is a way.
Okay, here's the thing. There absolutely is a way. You want to know what that way is? You go to your doctor's office and you have them, and then because no doctor's gonna agree to do that. I'm surprised his brother said anything about it because they want to take your license for nothing.
His
I
brother.
would never.
Brother.
Yeah, I would never, as somebody with any kind of professional, something that you need licensure for, like lawyer, doctor, accountant. You would never catch me on the internet saying anything about anything.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? Too, what he could have done, and I just thought of this. I'm not saying that this would have been, he probably would have gotten dogged on no matter what, but this is what he could have done. If he was claiming to be in that said portal like he was claiming to be, right? And if they were having some issues to where the app wasn't working or the portal, whatever wasn't working, you know what he could have done? He could have just simply said, guys, for whatever reason, my portal isn't pulling up. let me, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
He
put
doesn't
this
have enough
conversation on
goodwill.
hold. Exactly. Exactly.
He
That's
doesn't have enough
exactly
goodwill.
what it is. He could have said, you know what? I'm gonna put this conversation on hold. I will reach out to my doctor myself, see what I can find out, yada yada. No, he didn't. No. But here's the other thing, though, too, right? Even if he were to have said that, they wouldn't have believed him. They would have just, you know, or possibly, I don't know. But he could have at least shown, right, or shown some, exactly what you just said, goodwill or good faith that he was actually going to do it. He didn't. He didn't. And he's a liar. He's an absolute fucking liar.
Oh,
no.
Weasley little liar, dude. Except you're not little. Just, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's
On your phone.
very that.
There's
but
no. I've already been
also,
offered.
like, this is why, you know, literally what's happening to him right now, because I don't know, like, he might actually have this, right? This is literally Boy Who Cried Wolf, isn't it? Like, it's literally Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Yeah,
like,
it
this
is.
is why there's a whole cautionary tale about not lying, because then when you need people to, like, give you just a little bit of belief, guess what?
Yep.
No, fuck you. Show me the receipts.
Yep, exactly.
$10,000 plus a free trip to Disney World, and the answer is
Well, nobody likes Disney World. $10,000.
I love Disney World.
It was
I love
5,000.
Disney World.
It's up to 15,000 total. he would
15
get.
grand.
So, for those of you who do not know, this part got edited out, but in the actual live stream, there was a streamer by the name of Destiny FOMO who came on and offered him, and she offered him, a free trip to Disney World, all expenses paid, for him to get the test and everything and the results. And Midna, I have no idea why they edited her out, but that's what they're referring to when they say Disney World. That was, if you look at the original live stream, which is still up, she comes in. What is it?
Could it be that maybe she didn't want to be in it, or she didn't want to have?
I don't know. I don't
that
know.
could be.
Or they felt that, or they felt like it may have, her segment may have taken up too much time. I don't know, whatever their reasoning is for it. But, but yeah, so she came, I want to say that she came in before Medicare did. And because I think she called in initially, and then soon after Medicare calls in. So yeah, that's what they're referring to for those of you who do not know. So anyway, let's continue.
You do it.
No.
He's going to pay you $15,000 to look like an asshole in front of his entire audience, and you're saying no.
Yep.
He's
This
lying.
is too much, man. I don't know if you guys can understand. This
I
is
can
too much.
completely understand. I went through 2 years of people like Mersh saying I was faking it.
Yeah,
And so I did a stream and sold a ton of hats laughing at him showing medical records. You've got the opportunity to do the exact same thing right now on his home turf.
No, I'm good.
This makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it probably doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense to anybody.
I promise
Like,
you I plan
he's
to.
like,
I
I'm
promise you I
willing to
plan
do
to.
all
I
this
promise you I plan to.
embarrassing shit, but I'm
You can't
not
do
willing to
both
show
ways.
you a piece of paper that just
What are we
says
gonna see? You're gonna go, like,
exactly
cut tickets
what
at
I'm
the
Hold
already
on.
movie theater?
telling
Some
you.
ordinary
Exactly.
gamers will also put $10,000 towards it.
Make it 100. Make it a million.
If
I'm
you
good.
have cancer, if you
No,
prove that
this is bullshit. No. You got 25K sitting on the table. There's something going on here.
Yeah, there's something confused, man.
I agree 100%. And I was even saying that to Mr. Huck that night of the stream. I said, no, something's up. No. When Wednesday night, when all of this was initially first going on, I literally said to him in the kitchen, something ain't right. Something's up. There's no way.
I'm just exhausted. I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm done.
Oh, she promised Boogie he could play with her game collection. I forgot about that. That is true. She did say that. That is true.
A crypto scam to make money because you said you're worried about cash. They're offering 25K.
Yeah, I thought
to get
that
your shit on them.
Skelly, disavow. No. I'm not
What
even
did he
going to
say?
read out that statement. You reread it. Don't read it
Oh.
out loud. No, I disavow. I know you're not going to do it, but still.
Yeah, no, don't. You know. Here's the thing: you can't make of all the people you can't make that joke with. Guess who's the main one you can't make that joke with? Like, because there's a reason he's a felon, and it's because he has no chill. You know?
Yeah. Yep. True.
On them
Yeah,
in the process.
things that might have changed. Drama Alert already tweeted that I faked cancer, so we're good.
No,
We're good.
didn't. They said the Destiny.
That's even better. Then you make 25K and he's got to retract it to look like the biggest dick on earth.
We're good.
It keeps our picking on a cancer
Exactly.
patient. Oh my God, come on.
We're good.
Exactly. That's exactly what Nietzsche said on Wednesday night too. Why would you could have taken the biggest W of your entire internet career. And you didn't do it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Fully.
So that means you are fucking lying, or I don't know, but it doesn't look good regardless. This is one of, and I agree with Nerdy when we were talking about it earlier, this is one of the biggest internet scandals I think ever. Or it will be. I don't know what could top it, but this is
You know what though? What if it's not the cancer that he's worried about? What if it's that he's lied about I mean, he's clearly lying about a lot of things. But what if he's lied about other things, and like if you have access to his record, it would show that. Or he has something that he actually doesn't want people to know about, because people tend not to want to share that they have like certain what do we call them, STIs?
Right, but you're not wrong with that, but here's the thing though with that. And Tommy, I think, brought it up earlier. And Tommy did bring it up earlier, actually. He has, and Keemstar said it too, he has brought up in the past and in different conversations about what he has. He said it in the documentary. It was shown in the documentary what all he had. He listed everything in the documentary. Like, why would you? It's
the documentary was where I was like before I watched the documentary, which I think we watched for Clear as Mud, I like nothing Boogie, because prior to that, the only thing I had heard of him was like from Philip DeFranco way back when Boogie was actually like a good guy and had clout. Like I'm not even getting into that, but yeah, like back when he had actual clout, I had heard he was a good guy, and then like the next thing I'd heard was him doing like the thing we're actually not talking about, the Skeletos is talking about, where the guy showed up to his house, and I was like, and then I started seeing him naked on the internet, and I was like, what's happening? And then I watched the documentary, and in the documentary, in case anybody wants to know what my deal breakers with people are, where he's like unwilling, like he's saying, I'm dying, I'm starving, I'm this and that, but he's unwilling to get a real job, as if getting a real job is something like disgusting or detestable. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? So Boogie's been like of all the people on my shit list, Boogie's been on my shit list since then, because I'm like, okay, you know what that shows me? That shows me you're not at all a good person, like even a little bit, and I don't want anything to do with you, and I have no pity for you either.
Did you say you seen him half naked?
Yes. Listen, we've all seen him naked.
Yes, it was in the documentary. Yeah, it was in the documentary.
Not only have I seen him naked, I've seen him naked underneath Desi for some reason.
They were having sex.
I didn't want to.
I think.
I didn't want to.
I didn't want to either. I think they were having they were doing the dirty, if I remember correctly.
Listen, they were in a bathtub, and that's about as specific. I didn't want to see that. Also, like I've said it before, I don't want to feel bad for Desi because she's an adult and she can make her own choices. But I feel like I'd regret that one in a few years.
Yeah,
if I were her.
Yeah,
you know,
too. Same.
Even if I love him, I wouldn't want like me and my like significant others.
Oh, believe me, Mr. Huck would be okay. Mr. Huck would probably either do one or two things. He would either revel in the fact that this is going around, or he would be super embarrassed. I don't know how I would be. Truthfully, I don't know, but that would be. I think I would probably be either one too. But it's But I can also say, and again, not that this is a jab to anybody or anything else, but my also thought would be that I'm fucking married. Who cares? At least it was with my husband. That's exactly what I would say.
It's really not about that. Like, realistically, I've accepted that as a person on the internet who has at any point sent any kind of even a little bit saucy photo. I'm not big on photos. You can ask people who've dated me. I'm not big on them. I just accept that at some point the internet will see me naked, and okay.
Fuck you! I hope
you're
your
a
whole
terrible
family has
person
a
if you
nice
look at
Christmas.
people naked who didn't send it to you.
Oh, Lord.
This was a documentary, okay? This is very different. This would be like I made a porn video, and then specifically I was mad because people watched it. Like, hello.
Right. Keem's missing locale for $2. Thank you. Boogie is arguably the worst person on the internet now. The fact that he signed up with Keemstar on a show, who is arguably one of the worst people on the internet, seems to show what type of people his inner circle is compromised of. Thank you for the $2. Now, I don't necessarily agree with Keemstar being one of the worst people on the internet. I don't necessarily agree with that. Is he? Do other people feel that way? Sure. And that's fine. And they can feel that way if they want to. I personally do not think that Keemstar is the worst of the worst. Okay, I think that he can be a bit hyperbolic and, is he a bullshit artist at times? Yes, absolutely. But I would not say that he's one of the worst. But that's just me. That's just my opinion of him. From what I've seen of him and from what I know of him online, he can be one way privately and he can be another way publicly. I get that. But he's also been around since, again, God was a fucking child. So, he's had his history, and some people know more of his history, and whatever.
I certainly do.
But again, I don't think that he's one of the worst people on the internet. I don't. I think that he's just Keemstar. That's all I got. He's,
I have more vitriol than that. I have a little bit more vitriol than that. Here's what I'll say, and I say this because I know some of the people in the chat are also other creators. I've not been in commentary a long time, but I've been on YouTube since like 2006. Okay, so I know, and I never watched Keemstar like that, but I obviously all of his big controversies I did know, right? Yeah. And I will say that my biggest issues with Keemstar had everything to do with like situations where I feel like he was a little bit too much like Keemstar show and not enough person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree with you on that one. Yes, absolutely.
But let me be specific before anybody calls me out on that. I'm specifically referring to the Etika situation, which yes, he has made amends for multiple times. And the Jesse Smiles situation, which quite frankly, I have very little pity for anybody who's a rape apologist. So sorry. Now, that being said, both of those situations were a very long time ago, and I believe in my heart that he has grown since then, and that he's he's not that person today. If for no other reason than I think Brantley is lovely, and this is another reason I don't really want to talk shit about him, because she's a real one and she will hate on me because I'm hating on her man. I love her, and I don't want that. Brantley's the coolest, would I hang out with Keemstar? My issue is I'm scared of Keemstar's show. You know what I mean? Right. Quite a bit. Daniel Keem, I'll go to dinner with Daniel Keem and I'll tell him to his face what my issues with him are. Yes, but I'm not getting into his. Exactly. Keem's an opportunist. And that would scare me as far as friendship, but
and no, I get that. And but the thing is though, is that with Keemstar is that, again, do I think that he is one of the worst people? No. Do I know some of his history? Yes, I do. And do I think that do I still think that he gets a little bit too much crap? Yes, I do. But again, that's just me, because I think that, I think deep down, I think that Keemstar is a good guy. I do.
I think he's a good guy now. I think he's grown. I heard he had a lot of vitriol. He had a lot of vitriol for Jesse Smiles in that whole situation, which he did not know, which he was not there for, and it was her situation that we can't go into because YouTube doesn't want us to talk about anything.
I remember that.
And personally, for me, if somebody says X happened and you weren't there, for you to treat somebody like because Keemstar, he can be very intense. Imagine Keemstar a few years ago, he had no chill, okay, and he came out this person who's she had police reports, she had a legal case, he took it. He said he did it.
Yeah, I agree. So that was absolutely disgusting. I agree. Yes.
Yeah, for Keemstar to come out how he came, it is something that I've said I will never forgive him for. And listen, I will never forgive him for it. I think he's a better person. I'm glad he's grown. But especially he did that. He already had his daughter also, by the way. So I hold on to shit. I'm so sorry. I hold on to shit.
Well, no, I get that. And that's, and you're not the only one that does that too. I agree. But I think, I 100% agree with you on that particular situation. I know about that situation. That I know. That one I kind of followed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, if anybody's ever heard me say, I don't like Keemstar, this would be my reason. You know what I mean? And that's it. So, but outside of this, I do believe he's grown. I don't think he'd ever do that today, and thank goodness for that. No, but, it's something that, to me, once you've seen somebody do certain things, you can never really.
True. His beard had to get the salt and pepper tan first. Salt and pepper beard is a sign of maturity. You know
Listen,
what's
you're
sad
not
is that you're
wrong.
not wrong.
You're not
No,
wrong.
not wrong at
You're
all.
not wrong. It's unfortunate but true.
You're
also, to be
lying.
fair,
It's so obvious.
you guys have heard of the early days of the internet. Like, people talk about 2016. Listen, 2007 was crazy. Okay?
Yeah.
So,
No, I
that's it.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Why? Why
What
would
was
you lie about this?
Because I didn't.
Just tell us the truth. What really happened? Come on.
What really happened was I went to my doctor. He checked my blood count, my hemoglobin, my red blood cell counts were up. We did a second test. We found out that there was a blood marker that tells me that I have polycythemia vera in the test that we did, and we've been treating it for 2 years.
But you haven't confirmed that you have it.
Nope.
Oh, wait. I think we got an answer right there. You haven't confirmed that you have cancer.
Confirmed it with you. No, I have not. No, I will not.
No, not with me. With your doctor. Your doctor hasn't said you 100% have cancer yet, right?
We confirmed it with the blood test. Yes.
That's a guess. He's saying that.
Oh my god.
We confirmed it with the blood test. There's no other reason that those hormone markers would be in my blood.
Can I give one
How are you going to
scenario?
financially support
Because
yourself?
I've not
I
been
don't-
in your situation, KHuck, and I can't imagine this is a super fun conversation for you, actually, like in terms of the
don't
cancer
mind.
stuff.
I don't care.
Okay. You know, as a woman, sometimes we go to our doctors and they're like, "Hey, you have HPV," right? Which is a thing that happens very regularly. It can be hormonal. It's like whatever, right? However, HPV is also one of the markers for cancer, for uterine cancer. So,
think so,
when you're
yeah.
told that, it can be very scary because it's going to eventually turn into whatever, right? So this is literally the equivalent of my doctor telling me I have a thing which could very easily be like just solved by changing my soap, or cancer, and me coming on the internet and telling everybody I had cancer. That's literally what occurred here.
Yep. That's exactly what occurred here. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't think I will.
Like,
So you're going to go live in the gutter instead of taking
I've
20.
had cancer like 4 or 5 times at this point.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And weirdly, I went back, and then it was just gone. You know what I mean? So that's how cancer works. That's definitely how cancer works. you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
5K to prove these assholes wrong.
Let Desi down.
Oh no, Desi will be fine. We talked about this all
Desi
last
will be
night.
fine back at her parents' house. When you're in the car, dude.
Yeah, once Nicholas Diorio sent me this message, we knew exactly what was coming. We talked about this at great length last night. I didn't sleep.
How
so
is
we talked about this.
Nick Diori, did he have something to do with this too, then, or what did he say?
Certain he did. He said, "Do you have secondary polycythemia?" And I said, "No. This is what they diagnosed me of," and I linked it to him. But it was a pretty big sign that there was a group chat going. I told Tommy about it this morning, and I was like, "Yeah, what do we do, Desi?" And we made a decision, and I'm going to stick by that decision.
I am going to spend a bunch of money and have you test it, and then I'm going to tell the internet what you really have. How about that?
No.
Why?
Because I'm good.
You
Not
shouldn't be able to go and milk sympathy from the internet, saying you have all these diseases and whatnot, and not prove it. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Pause.
Well, then let that lesson be. If you were ever to talk about your cancer
for
before, you have to tweet
Okay,
these
that
words.
is so wrong. He's
Let
been
the
there for
lesson.
2 years.
Let my lesson.
Yes.
Like, okay, here's my thing.
Yes.
Let's high price vagina. No, but it should be. Thank you, Loki. I will be using that. I do have HPV then. That is excellent. Somebody clip me. High priced vagina. That's what HPV stands for. Anyways, here's the thing, and you know this. Have you guys tried to get a blood test in America for like less than $90? You can't do it. You can't do it. It's not possible.
No.
It like I need a workup like soon, and I've seen the bill of what that shit costs. It's like $300 for the basic, blood test, much less like specific blood test where they're going to like test for everything. So theoretically, whatever's wrong with him, they could get like more clarification on, and he wouldn't have to pay for it. And he's still saying no.
Yep. That's exactly
I don't.
what he's saying.
I didn't believe him even a little bit, but if I had any doubt, there it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no
Prove
way.
that if
That
you're gonna
shit's
talk-
so expensive. And the thing is, sometimes you spend money on treatments that are not the correct ones because the test was wrong. So he's saying, even if he already has the test, he's not willing to let someone else who already thinks he's a liar, so it really doesn't fucking matter what the results say, right? Pay for a full battery of tests to test you for everything? Crazy. Insane. I don't believe him.
No. Mm-mm.
Talk about your
I don't
health
either.
problems online. You have to prove it
Good.
irrevocably.
You know what?
Yes.
Because people like
Let-
Kirby take
let-
advantage of people.
But Boogie, you realize how weird it is to say that with me in the cup. I literally did a stream showing my medical records,
Yeah.
my hospital release forms, my
I'm
medication.
just saying. Let this example be. Know that before you speak about anything you're dealing with, you absolutely will need to prove it beyond the
No,
shadow of a doubt,
wait,
whoever
don't
you
be-
are. I'm not speaking to you, Medicare. I'm speaking like
I
to
know,
the
but when you
world.
do like
To the world.
but
To
when
the
you do like
20,000
a
world. Yeah.
GoFundMe or when you do something like that, don't they ask for verification for stuff like that?
Yeah. If that's one of the reasons I was joking about doing a GoFundMe yesterday.
Go ahead, Boogie.
Nothing else to say, really.
Boogie, you're fucking lying. I'm sick of it. I can't deal with this anymore. It's so abundantly clear. All right? Come clean. Come clean. I'm not going to abandon you. You're still going to be on the show, even though you lied about having cancer.
I promise you. I promise you, no matter what happens, I won't be on the show.
I'm not going to kick you off.
You can't.
You know that looks like you're guilty. Like
it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I can't. You know why? Because firstly, I could never get here. In case anybody was wondering, I'm a bad liar. A very bad liar. But let's say I had a good reason to lie. Like, my life depended on me keeping even a small secret, right? Like a surprise party or something. I would die. Like, it would happen. There's no way. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of intense. Because if you push... Here's the thing. I might be able to do it a little bit. But if you push me... Hello? Like, and to this degree, to be publicly, for everyone to show you the cards and say, Boogie, there is so little possibility of you not being... Because you're turning down $80K, a trip to Disney. Listen, I don't care. That matters. An entire battery of medical testing and tests, which if you have this disease you need anyway, so it would be really weird to be turning them down. And everyone has literally told you that they think you're lying and for these reasons, and it would prove it so that you'd have the biggest W. Like, it would be talked about. This would be his legacy. He would people would just be like, to be the audacity of this man. And like, okay, sorry.
I agree. No, I would wholeheartedly agree. Absolutely. It's what we've been saying pretty much the entire time.
Listen, guys, we need to come together and put me in this position. Because I will show them, listen, I will show you every medical record that I have. I don't give a fuck. What are you guys going to do with my medical records? What are you guys going to know I have stomach problems and make me spicy foods? What the hell are you going to do with my medical records?
I don't know.
What is knowing he has cancer for sure, or whatever he has? Let's say he has, I don't know, he has herpes, he has chlamydia, he has everything that anybody could have an issue with people knowing, right? Let's say he has all of us. Do any of us care?
But not only
are any
that,
of us doing anything about it?
Here's the thing, though. But not only that, and I was thinking of this too earlier. I'm surprised I didn't say it. Even if he would have given Destiny, Keemstar, anybody in this call, Wings or Tommy, even if he would have given them any of his medical records, they would have only been looking for that particular diagnosis, not anything else.
Also, do you think Keemstar, if he showed it to Keemstar, Tommy C, and Destiny, so just the three of them, just those three people, maybe also Nicholas Diorio, I can definitely include. I think I can include that. If he showed it to those four people, everybody would know the context of how it was that they saw his medical records, right? And none of those four people, again, what would they do with his medical records? You cannot be canceled more than people thinking you faked cancer. There is nothing that could be on those records. Actually, there's one. If he's trans, that's the only one.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. But no, it's true.
But here's the thing. Even then, and the reason why him being trans would be an issue, and it's specific to commentary, I'm so sorry, right? Because what a thing, right? Imagine that's why he doesn't want to show it. Yo.
Oh, God.
Do you know what listen, here's what I will say right now, because this just occurred to me. If the reason is that he's trans, this is the commentary series finale, guys. We have to call it quits. We have to hang it up. You know what I mean? We are never getting drama that is better than someone faking cancer and when pushed on it, being unwilling to show their medical records for money, for trips, for the biggest W on the internet possible. And it was because they were trans the whole time, which also makes all of us who are pushing him on it look like assholes. For real. The rest of the internet, we're commentary, we're already canceled, but the rest of the internet already thinks we're like this. You know what I mean? And so we would just have proven them right in the biggest way. We would have bullied this man into proving that he was trans when he very much didn't want to. You know what I mean? Listen. Now I kind of need it to happen because I said it and I didn't feel it. Could you and KHuck think about it? Look at all the nonsense.
What's sad is that I can totally see that happening. I can. That is sad.
Listen, cause listen, he just did a crypto pump and dump, right? Which destroys a lot of people. Now we're finding out he's lied about cancer. Listen, what if this whole time he was also lying about being, well, actually, I guess he's never technically said he's not trans, so is he lying about it? But listen, nobody's gonna see that coming, and then it would make sense, and then everybody be like, of course, that's why he didn't want to show the medical record, because they would show XYZ, right?
If Boogie went trans, Tipster would roll into them DMs with the quickness of a fast food drive-thru.
Right? For reals.
Damn,
So I'm just saying,
Boogie.
listen, this is the twist. Okay, I will now. I should, a book I was recently reading said you should never make declarative statements without giving yourself an out. So I'm going to retract all previous statements and say right now, Boogie is lying about this. I would bet my life on it unless he's trans. That's it. That's what it is.
You know what's sad?
That is the
though?
only thing this way it makes sense.
And
That's
again,
the only explanation.
Well, and what's sad is that I can totally see that happening. I can.
We already did this. Technically, YouTube already had a person. I mean, it's known, Nikki Tutorials, right? Nobody knows.
Oh yeah,
until she told us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and granted, she has integrity, she has talent, she has a very long standing, and even for her, it was difficult. And I'm sure she lost a lot of viewership and whatever at the time, partially for being trans, but also for lying to everybody for years and years.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, most people understood why she did it, right?
Yeah.
So I think that, well, I'm Nintendo Mail. Listen, don't where is this going me, okay? Where's this going? Nobody has brought up there's one reason why he might have done this. And I feel like if that's the reason, I'm not saying it is, if that's the reason, literally commentary as a collective looks like an asshole, and it's an even bigger Boogie W, and that's worth $80,000 to me.
Wow.
Causing the entire community, an entire section of YouTube to take an L like that, man, that feels real good. That's tasty.
Wow.
You're not getting that easily. That's worth money. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Anyways. I'm just saying.
Oh, let's finish this up. Oh my God! Wow! Wow!
I promise you right now, if you lied about having cancer, I'm not going to kick you off.
Why would you? You're in the right place.
This is Locale Live. Like,
I mean,
Locale.
true.
Like, I'm
Tommy's
not kicking you off.
I'm going to stick with the truth because I'm going to stick with the truth. Yeah, I know it's very tempting at this point to lie, and you're trying to bait me to do it. I won't.
No, but
wait. What do you mean lie about what? He wants you
lie and say, "Oh, I was lying this whole time" or something like that.
No, I don't.
That's what you want. Clearly, that's what you want to do.
No, I want you to either tell the truth that you don't have cancer, or prove that you do have cancer. And you keep doing these little subtle stuff.
Or I will tell you the truth, which is to say, or I will tell you the truth.
Are you or are you not making references to suicide? I've heard them multiple times.
I'm talking about being done.
No, I know what you're doing.
Dude, if I've ever talked about suicidal, have I ever joked around about it? If I've said it subtly, I said, no, I'm gonna kill myself. That's what I've said why would I change that today?
Well, you're not doing that, right?
Not currently.
No, you're not.
Look at me. I'm right here. I'm right here.
All right, good. So
pills are over here.
So let's come clean. Come on.
If he leaves Locale, how is he paying
you want
his bills?
You want me to lie to you?
No, I want you to
clarify. It's up to you're the one that's misframing.
Up to my knowledge, as of today, as of the last conversation I have, we are treating me for polycythemia vera, not secondary polycythemia. That is the truth. Will you get to see my medical records or my fucking web portal? The answer is no. So go ahead and run with the story.
We're not going to get anywhere.
No, you're not.
But okay, so to sum it up, you're not going to take the 25K off, or you won't do like a private thing to show it.
No.
And you're going to leave the show and the internet.
Yes.
And your income revenue.
Yes.
So you're going to be homeless. So the end result of this conversation, what is the plan? Selling magic cards?
Well, no, that involves being on
Tommy about choked. I would have too.
Yeah, I mean that is a fair callback. That is a fair callback.
It is.
Wait, what are you going to Yu-Gi-Oh yourself into a fucking duplex?
He's planning on whoring out his girlfriend with OnlyFans.
No, that would involve being on the internet.
I don't know how he does this, but I actually feel sorry for him right now. He does this every time.
How much for the gold play button?
I literally feel bad for you, and I shouldn't, and I do.
It's so embarrassing. And listen, I am this person.
I don't know
that
how
can
he
be real
manipulates
dramatic.
everyone.
But every time I've had to be like, don't ever talk to me again, and then go talk to that person, I feel like shit. Okay, I feel real bad because sometimes, and I go back to them like, listen, I maybe said some things that I didn't exactly mean. It feels awful. It doesn't feel good. I can't. And he has no choice. What's he gonna do? Do you know?
I don't know. That's a very good
question. Like, what can he do?
He would be...
He apparently can't walk in it like down the hall? How? What? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Here's my thing though, is that and Keemstar is absolutely right. And somebody, I think, I can't remember. I think it was Mr. Huck that asked me this the other night. He's like, "Do you think that Keemstar would get rid of him?" I said, "No, no, absolutely not.
Why
absolutely
would he? No,
not.
like I
No.
don't. We all. This is what I'm saying. We already knew this. Like him admitting to it, like it would be like you know why admitting when you're wrong is hard because you have an ego and theoretically you have pride. I have seen this man crawling on the floor in his underwear in a collar. And I don't follow this man, okay?
Yep.
I do not follow this man on anything. And if I've seen that, we've all seen that. So what dignity are you trying to preserve? This is why the trans thing is the only thing. But because then he'd also be getting like, I'm sure he is already getting death threats. He'd be getting additional ones, which is unfortunate. Do better.
Yeah, no, do not do that.
But-
Do not yeah, exactly. Thank you. Bring up a good point. Do not send any death threats to Boogie or to anybody else. Do not. We do not condone that in any way, shape, or form.
He can't get a real job.
No.
He can't get a real job, Shanry, because in the documentary we learned that he's a felon. He's he's clinically ill, so which he has to disclose because they will have to make accommodations for him. He literally, hey Reese, how is he what real job, guys? We're all here. Name one thing other than streaming that this man, this gentleman can do. Anything? Like
according to him, nothing.
Yeah, I'm saying I wouldn't hire. Like I'm trying to think of a job that you literally need half a brain cell to do. And the thing is, it would also have to be half like crash test dummy. Well, that's not a paid position though, sir. You're right though that you know what actually if he worked at a carnival and his job was operating the ride, but then they'd still have to have someone else like actually fix it, but like theoretically that's it. And I'm sure carnival workers I'm sure they make such good money and have such good health benefits. You know what I mean?
What did Medley say or Minna say, excuse me? Hire Boogie as a traffic cone? You could do that too. But according to him, he can't do anything, Gigi though. He can't. Nope. He can't do anything.
Shanry says that in Sweden, there's paralyzed from the neck to the legs, and they still need to be working. And I bet they're happy to do it though, because people like to feel useful. This man,
true.
Like I don't. Maybe Boogie is just. They can study his. Oh yeah, no, he can be a test subject. That he could do. We found it, guys. We found the job for him.
Oh, there you go.
If he was a test subject, but then there'd be a whole bunch of people who would have access to his medical records. So
true. Although to be fair though too, like I pointed out earlier, he did reveal them supposedly in the documentary. So there you go. There you go.
Does that mean that theoretically then Mike Klum has access to these?
I think so. I think he did.
How come nobody's? Where is Mike Klum? Where can we?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
Can we send him a text and be like, because Boogie said that he gave him access to all of his records, like financial records, all of it. Mike Klum might have a piece of paper worth $80,000.
Maybe. That's a good point.
Yeah.
He's either lying, which is terrible, or he's telling the truth.
They don't die.
Or you're telling the truth.
He's already saying he's gonna die. This is perfect. Midnight. We have found it. We should all collectively go to Boogie and say, "Hey, Boogie." He could be a whipping boy. He could do that. So I think Lab Monkey. If he can get paid to be a Lab Monkey, we found it. He doesn't have to be on the internet anymore. Now, granted, if he's gonna be a Lab Monkey and testing a bunch of weird shit, then I kind of want him on the internet more. Do you know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, true. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Cancer, but you're being a stubborn retard.
Yes, it's that one. It's that one. I am going to have one, when I leave this fucking internet, I'm going to have one goddamn thing I kept to myself. One goddamn thing, and that's my goddamn medical records. And I don't want more of you motherfuckers feeling sorry for me. I don't give a.
Yeah, you do.
Okay? You can hate me as much as you fucking want, but that's I'm taking one goddamn thing with me. And this is a decision I made when Jackson Clark demanded this 2 fucking years ago. That's a decision I'm fucking sticking to here too.
I don't know who Jackson Clark is.
I don't even know if I'm getting his name right. It's fucking Moist Critical's butt buddy. I don't know.
Why do you keep calling him Jackson Clark?
I don't know his real name. What is it?
I don't know who the that is. No one knows.
I literally don't know who we're talking about.
It's some guy who fucking works with Ping and Zero on his podcast.
But they're gonna be clear. Yeah, they're gonna have it all. They're gonna clear it. Yeah.
I got some bad news for you, Boogie.
Yes, sir.
I just looked at the paperwork.
Yes, sir.
I didn't look at it. Damn it! I wanted to see him sweat, but he said yes, sir. So
There's no sweating.
Guys, I'm gonna leave. If you guys want to keep talking about that, that's fine. I'm gonna go personally. I just want to say, today has been a great day. It's been an amazing stream, and we probably got the best news we've ever gotten on the show. Boogie's cancer free. See you guys.
What's up, Local Live Nation? Today we got a banger of a show. I have intel that proves Jordy Jordan is fat.
So there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go, guys. There's the hour video.
Wow.
So yeah.
I'm happy that I didn't watch it when it was on because I would have been very salty about it. Like, it's not him. I will say though that I still stand by what I said the other night, which is that I think part of the reason everyone's like around this is not just the cancer thing. It's just that commentary loves when we have fun drama. Like, this is such a relevant drama. Like, who really gives a fuck about fucking Boogie? In reality,
well,
right?
no one really does. But this whole thing is just it
It has been so fun for everybody. Like, he's infuriating. He's infuriating, and it really bothers me. And we should talk about it someday. That there are people like this in the world, but the fact is like we get so many pedo dramas and like SA dramas and fucking but the I'm Alex stuff, like all of that shit. That's usually the story, and like Boogie being just like the worst person and the most Boogie he could be is it's kind of nice. You know what I mean? We should all revel in this moment of being to collectively dunk on a person. It'll make it that much better when it does come out that he's trans. You know what I mean? Like,
you are dying on this hill.
Listen, it is the thing is, it's the best theory. It would make the best season finale. Like, commentary would have to like evolve to surpass that. You know what I mean? Like, we would have to take on something. We'd have to find aliens. We'd have to discover aliens.
If it was actually true and proven, which again, like I said, it would not surprise me, honestly, now that if I were to think about it, but genuinely, if that did turn out to be true, I don't even want to know.
The thing, but
I don't even
KHuck, you're not. Here's the thing, and now here's why I'm obsessed with it. And I've been a little bit out of commentary lately, but think of the content. I hate to say it,
oh my God.
But think of the content. Think of the content. It would be people would go back and go into things, and then then we're women, so of course we're gonna hear. Of course, it was a woman who did X, Y, and Z. Like, we would all be catching strays for various reasons. And the rest of the internet that thinks commentary is all slurs and bigots, would be like, you see, there they go again, bullying a trans person into revealing his medical records. Oh my God, there would be so much content. We get on H3H3.
I guarantee you this is already on there.
Penguin Zero would be like, hello, what's guys? That's not what happened. Like, how would you even explain this? How would you even explain to the outside world, listen, no, guys, he's been lying to us for years. You don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they would see this stream of him being like, look, it's for my integrity. And because they don't know him, they would believe him. Do you know what I mean? Like, we would need Primic to come back just to make a video about all of this to have any hope of, like, commentary redeeming itself. I can't get over the thought of Boogie being trans. That's what I'm saying. I'm obsessed with it. We are being robbed of content right now by this not being true, guys. How do we make this happen?
I don't know. I don't know. You're the one that came up with it.
I just think, because I like when the community is just having fun. Like, I get that Boogie's probably maybe not having the best time, but you know, in terms of like, it's fine, Boogie. We don't care. We know you have issues. It's like, granted, the crypto people are probably pissed at you, but I would think so. Care.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What I mean? I don't care either. It's like what I was saying earlier. I can't take any of what he is doing personally. Kind of like I think that's the approach that Medicare took, because you just can't. Not with Boogie anyway. You just can't. You can't take any of it personally, at least from the cancer talk or the cancer point of view. and that's why I don't take it serious, or that's why I don't take it personally, because I just can't. And I think that Medicare would be, I think that that's how Medicare approached it too, is that, you know, you just, you can't, it's a waste of energy, it's a waste of time, it's just it's all of the things. Now, again, it's like I said earlier, if people want to take it personally and get very, very angry with him, then by all means, go right ahead. Feel how you want to feel, but I personally just, but anyway.
So
okay,
I'm just,
so,
you know, I listen, and here's the thing: if he does it now, and like, cause he could, and this won't count, right? He could the other way. He could come out like, guys, the reason is because I just have too many secrets, and I'm coming out here now and saying, like, he could be like, he could start trying to do the transition now, so that we can't pick on him. And listen, I don't say slurs. People know this.
Mm-hmm.
But I will come after this man personally, okay? If he were to do that. Because I just came up with this idea, but what if he takes it? What if he's like, I could still do this. If I transition now, they'll just be hate crime.
Oh my God, and pull a Chris Chan. And pull a Chris Chan.
Yeah,
no, thank you.
He could pull a Chris Chan.
Oh God,
you
no.
should say more slurs.
Oh Jesus Christ.
No, I don't endorse it.
I don't
You should
either.
take anything on the internet that doesn't personally affect you, make you totally upset. You know, sometimes it does, though. I don't like to think that people are, like, in real life, if this was, like, even a coworker that I didn't know that well, and I found out that lied about having cancer, first of all, fuck him forever, right? But also, it makes me sad that we're in a place where people are doing these crazy, intense lies, and not, like, understanding that the reason we don't, like, the reason we don't lie about things like this is because the other people who are dealing with them, like, would never want that for you, okay?
Right. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
no, and that's the thing, though, too. And again, like I said, people can react to this however they want to react to it with Boogie about him lying about this, you know.
Yeah.
Is it still a slap in the face to those survivors and to those who are unfortunately still having cancer or died from cancer,
and
absolutely,
their families,
100%.
and their families and people
absolutely,
who cares about
100%.
them.
I feel for those people. I do. Don't get me wrong, I do. But for me personally, that's why I just can't. I can't get that mad about it, because what's the point? You know, it's a waste for me personally. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of space. Just no, all the no's. But anyway,
so to be fair, I am very much like, because I am aware of Boogie, you know, I'm in this community, I'm aware of him. To me, it didn't bother me. It was just like, of course, like what? That's
right.
The next logical move in the
and that's
playbook.
what. Yeah, exactly. Well, all right.
I
so
know the outer internet doesn't see it that way, though, and that should also be noted. So
true. Yeah. No, and I agree with that. Absolutely. So this is the 9-minute video of CoffeeZilla talking to Boogie. Now, I think this was right before the stream or right after the stream. This was before. So he talked to.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me be a good YouTuber. Can you guys like the stream? We've had like 15 people in here, and we have 3
I
likes.
know. That's awesome.
So.
Yes, like the stream, guys. Thank you. But yeah, this is the last thing that we'll go over. I was gonna go over these tweets, but we can do that another day. I'll save them for a rainy day. But for this, I wanted to play this because I thought it was important, and I thought it was. It's for those of you, put a 1 in the chat if you've seen this. Put a 2 in the chat if you haven't. Because this is a very interesting video.
This is the more recent one that he made, yeah?
Yeah, this is the one that he released, that CoffeeZilla released on the 11th, yes.
Okay.
Okay, Nintendo Mail hasn't seen it. Reese has seen a little bit of it.
CoffeeZilla's kind of a good-looking man.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's cute.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this isn't very long. This is only about 9 minutes or so. This is CoffeeZilla talking to Boogie, and this was before the stream. So here we go.
Wait,
but
we accused of a crypto scam.
There's 2 CoffeeZillas because Twila is pointing this out. There were 2 CoffeeZilla videos, or Voidzilla rather, videos where he's talking to Boogie.
Yes.
The one from a few days ago about the crypto whatever, and this is the second one now.
Yes.
So he's done a follow up. So if you,
yes.
So you might not have seen this because it's recent. It's very recent.
Yeah.
I'm just got accused of faking cancer.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Despite being offered a total of $80,000 to prove everyone wrong if he could show his diagnosis to a private third party, he refused to do so, which is annoying because publicly he uses his cancer as a shield from any wrongdoing. In fact, when I confronted Boogie on his crypto scam, that's one of the reasons he used.
I'm in pretty dire need of money. I have a lot of medical bills, and I'm fighting cancer.
And more specifically, why he had to promote the coin and couldn't pay back $5,000.
The money's already spent. It's at Mercy Hospital right now. It's gone. I used it to pay debt.
That's from the first video that he had on this channel. This is from that.
I'll be honest, I have no idea if Boogie is faking cancer. I also don't understand why he wouldn't just show it if he had a diagnosis, but either way, we won't know without an actual doctor involved. So I won't speculate on that, but what I can do is confront Boogie on this second claim, the cancer and medical bills, because I found out a few days ago that these statements were false. I know this because Boogie gave us a timeline of when he got paid in the first place. So when were you paid the $5,000?
5 days ago.
Later, I verified with Boogie this payment occurred on June 19th. And when Boogie said all the money was gone on June 26th, that gives us a window of time where he should have receipts for about $5,000 of medical expenses. Boogie, when I asked, agreed to share these expenses with me, and the following conclusions are based on him providing accurate records, which I know is a dubious idea, but when he shared what he had, it fell far short of even what I was expecting. He gave me 2 receipts for the time period, one for $154, the other for a copay of $60, a total of $214 by the time we talked. So where did the rest of the money go? Well, Boogie claimed that it was really intended for medical expenses after we spoke, and that when he said the money was gone, he meant it colloquially and then accused me of lying. Wait, that's on June 28th.
Oh, wait,
that's
pause.
on June
Can I
28th.
say, I'm going to do this from now on. Whenever I completely fuck up, I'm going to say, oh yeah, I said it was blue and it turned out to actually be red, but I meant blue colloquially. I'm gonna use it. This is real. This is in my watching. Stop. How dare you?
You know that you're never gonna live that down, all right? Just accept
CoffeeZilla's. I'm pretty sure CoffeeZilla's like very married. Okay, I'm just appreciating the men's. Okay, that's all. Leave me alone.
You know that you're not gonna live that down, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Listen,
you're just not.
I'm fine with it. If I leave the internet and this is what I'm known for, blessed. You know what I mean?
True.
Blessed.
True. Yeah. True. Very true.
Colloquially, and then accused me of lying.
Okay.
Wait, that's on June 28th. That's on June 28th. You showed me a payment for $550 on June 28th, which is after we talked, after you told me the money was all gone.
Yes! Have you never heard of the colloquialism? Yeah, that money's all gone, it's all spent. I have a specific thing I need to do with it. Have you never heard that colloquialism? Use fucking Google then! It's very common!
Jesus
Christ.
I'm saying...
I'm not used to this level of scrutiny! I'm
I
not
can
used
tell.
to this level of scrutiny!
Yes. Okay, so I have a big problem.
Listen to him just scream at him for
Could
no
you
fucking
imagine?
reason. Dude, I would. You know what? To
Do
be
not
honest
talk
with
to
you,
me like that on the phone. Firstly, if you yell at me like that, I will cry. I'll be angry, but I will cry. And secondly, like he's so calm. He's like, look, you told me this, and he's like, and he at what sounds like the top of his lungs.
Yeah.
Girl.
Reese, that's Boogie. That is Boogie screaming at CoffeeZilla. Yes.
Because he's being caught.
It's ridiculous. It's
problem with this, because looking back at what Boogie said, it wasn't just the money's gone, which already means very specifically the money's gone, but he also says the money's at Mercy Hospital right now, which is a colloquialism I've never heard before if you mean it's not at Mercy Hospital.
It's at Mercy Hospital right now.
But even being as charitable as I can, adding in everything he calls medical expenses outside of our time window, like there was an $1,000 credit card payment, okay, we'll just say that's medical, right? He's still only able to get me to about $2,500 worth of medical expenses for the month, most of it not to Mercy Hospital, which I wondered about. Did he need the fatty coin then from where I was sitting instead of having spent the money on medical bills? It looked like he saved most of it because of his starting and ending bank balances for the month. Wait, you're taking... You paid about $2,500. Like you're also talking about money you haven't spent, which you're trying to add up to $3,000. That's not the $5,000 you said was gone. And then you're taking...
I told you it was $4,000 when we started this conversation, but of course you're lying about that too.
Boogie, can you explain exactly how you started the month with $800, ended it with $5,000? You're saying the $5,000 you made from a crypto scam has nothing to do with it.
I saved my ass off.
That's right. The $5,000 Boogie made from a crypto scam has nothing to do with the $5,000 sitting in his bank account right now. That's there because he pinched his pennies.
Bro,
now when I pointed out, Boogie could have...
I didn't catch that the first time. Because here's the thing, like, and I love, can I say, it's very nice how he's being yelled at like that, and he is so calm and just like, like I could never, I'm very
that's
easily
why I'm
frazzled.
saying, if I were
So
to
very
ever
impressive.
be if I were to ever have the I want to say lucky because I don't know if I would be lucky, but if I would ever have the opportunity, right, to have Boogie on or to talk with him offline or anything, kind of like what other people have done. People has done it. Other people have done it too. I don't know if I would be that calm. I really don't.
Not if he's yelling at me like that. I could talk. I could have a conversation with Boogie, but not if he's yelling at me.
I don't know what I would do.
He's also like the like secondhand embarrassment of lying and then being caught dead to rights on something he very specifically lied. Like he's literally saying, Boogie, 1 + 1 = 2, and Boogie is somehow like, no, but that's, I mean, like, no, that's not what it is. And it's like, it gives me like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it gives me such like, I don't even know what this is called, of like, dude, just hello? Like, because what would happen is the fact that he's talking like that, what would happen is I would doubt myself. I'd be like, I must be wrong. 1 + 1 must not be 2. Like, literally, this is what happens. Like, this, which is why, right? I'd be like, I'm looking at it. I'm seeing the 2 items. I can counting 1, 2. But he's being so adamant, like, in a way that doesn't make any sense, that I would be like, I would genuinely be convinced somehow.
Maybe that's what he does. He freaked out and told me he's got a mortgage to pay. Boogie, you need to pay that $5,000 back. You need to find a way to refund people.
You, it's spent. If I do, I won't have
It's not spent. You have $5,000.
No, well, I can't. I won't have mortgage.
But this is totally shifting the goalposts. Remember, the reason we were told the money was at Mercy Hospital right now, that was initially. Now it's because he's got a mortgage. But also, Boogie had showed me his income for the last month, and it looked to me like the podcast is what paid for his mortgage. And so I asked, wouldn't that money pay for your mortgage? Boogie said, this month it wouldn't, because he had to go on a special trip, and his co-host was withholding all the money for that month.
Do you understand?
You're not getting where's your podcast payment coming from? You got that on the 30th.
It's getting fucking taxed, so we could go for this goddamn trip. The money's coming out of my goddamn paycheck.
So you're going on a trip.
Yes, I'm being forced to go out there to film the fucking podcast live. I told him I didn't want to. He told me the business was going to pay for it. And then he just said he's taking it out of the check.
Now later, I asked his co-host Keemstar about this, and he seemed surprised. He said the show definitely pays for Boogie's mortgage, so I was confused. Later, Boogie was confronted on this by his co-hosts, and Boogie suggested maybe I edited the clip out of context.
You told him that you weren't getting paid from this show. He played the fucking recording because he recorded you.
Then why? Then I understand that. Do you think people can edit things to be a little bit out of context?
Well, if he wants to play that game, here's the clip where Boogie directly says it. He says he's not getting paid. Boogie, you could have gotten through this month without the crypto scam, is what I'm saying.
And I could have not paid.
Oh, hold on. Listen to this, guys. Hold on. This is important.
My friend back for covering my medical bills.
No.
And I couldn't. No, listen.
Well, I've seen your bank statement, so I know.
Because you're ignoring
I know
the
what's going
fact
to
that I need to pay
Yes, your mortgage, right? Which should have come from the podcast.
There's no more money coming in between now and then.
Which should have come, but it should have come from the podcast. It's not.
Right, because I'm not getting paid this month because I have to travel to do an on-location shoot.
This guy is so manipulative. He has managed to move the story from the money's at Mercy Hospital right now to, well, I have $2,500 of medical expenses at some point in the month to, well, the reason I'm ending the month with $5,000 is because I'm such a great saver and I needed to pay my mortgage to, no, actually that mortgage was paid for too. The last point I want to...
How many stories is this man going to go through with this? Like, how many stories? Seriously? Hold on, guys. I got to switch out my headphones real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back.
When I'm speaking, I go from camp femme gay voice, but when I'm shouting, my voice gets deep and I turn into a straight man. It scares me. When I'm very pissed, I was told even today that I do not look Puerto Rican. I am very Puerto Rican, okay? Like, I feel like people think I'm a white woman until every ancestor I've ever had comes through me for a reason. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Gigi. I don't know if they heard you or not. Hold on.
I think they did.
Okay.
You'll hear me across the room. Okay. Yeah, no, I was reading a thing about the voice thing. I am very impressed. I feel now like I need to work on being better at when people are yelling at me, but also, like, don't you guys get like a stomach ache from being presented with your own lies in this way? Like, it's giving me such like,
bro.
Oh my god. Like I want to be swallowed by the earth because it's so...
I wouldn't even know what to say or what to do. I honestly, same.
Like we've all seen how I react to being confronted with liking a boy. Imagine if I lied about something important. and then we're confronted with it.
That's funny. You're for liking a boy.
Listen, Shanri, I am so fine with flirting with people on the internet. Listen, so we're fine here. Yeah, it's very
1 second.
It's very intense. Like he's yelling at me also that, and I have to pay my mortgage, and he's like exasperated.
How many?
So I'm like,
exactly. How many excuses or how many reasonings are you gonna give to this man? Like seriously, how many more? And I guarantee you, like I said this earlier, I guarantee you, CoffeeZilla has more. I guarantee you. And he will probably
he
come
was
out
being
with
kind.
more. Yes.
No,
yeah.
I bet he does. I bet he's still a little bit protecting Boogie somehow. Do you know what I mean? Like I bet because I believe CoffeeZilla to be a good person. Listen, let's find out.
No, I do too, and I think that so far, so far he seems like he's a decent dude and he's a decent YouTuber, and he does his research and he does his homework. But it's the thing is that I guarantee you, if CoffeeZilla wanted to, which he might, he could come out with more clips and more videos or whatever as to the full-blown conversation that he had with Boogie. Not just about the crypto stuff, but about this.
Because this is the thing. I feel like CoffeeZilla is not the kind of. I don't think CoffeeZilla would have even done this if it wasn't because Boogie, like specifically tried to make it seem like, CoffeeZilla was the one that was lying or doing something like recording him without telling him or any of that stuff. That stuff all goes against CoffeeZilla's reputation, which, given what CoffeeZilla does, is kind of,
Oh shoot, guys. I'm sorry. I just realized what time it was. We got to wrap this up here because Lil Huck is going to be home here soon. So I got to yeah, she's coming home today. So I got to wrap this up a little bit. So let's finish up this video and then we got to get going. So let's finish this up.
Accusations he made against me on his show. He says he should have never taken a call with me. He says I recorded him without his consent, despite me telling him up front this was all going to be public, and that I was approaching him for comment. This guy now acts like I tricked him.
I should have never talked to CoffeeZilla to begin with. It was a joke, CoffeeZilla.
Who told you that?
Of course you fucking did. Much less the second fucking time. Then in this, by the way, CoffeeZilla records you without telling you he records you. Name a YouTuber does this. No, he did it the first time. In the first time.
Well, I think it's worth showing you then how he talked about me behind the scenes when he spoke with me, because it was very different to what he's saying now. Now he's saying I'm taking him out of context, that he didn't know what was going on. Here's what he was saying back then.
Amount of integrity. I really, really appreciate it.
Hey, no. I mean, to be honest, I'm happy to do it. It's something that I really like people to know ahead of time. I mean, it's not. Yeah. I try to play a long game with YouTube. I'm not interested in like a quick video. Like, who cares? Like, I'd rather you look better and you get your point across than.
And it shows that you have the integrity that I believe you did. 110%. It means so much. Many YouTubers would not have done that for me, and you did, and I think that's incredible. And I even, no matter what you have to say in this video, I'll never have a bad thing to say about you. Even on the show, even on the low podcast, my job is going to be to attack you back.
That's the worst part.
I think Coffee was here.
You are a fucking snake, bro.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Of course.
All right.
I really appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
All right. So there's that. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Hold on. Don't say nothing just yet. Hold on. I gotta check something real quick.
Yeah, I gotta get better at ass
Okay,
kissing
all right,
too.
cool.
Not
There we
good
go.
at that.
Okay, I had to switch my output to my headphones. Okay, so yeah, that was so yeah, there you go. That was the CoffeeZilla that was the CoffeeZilla video. And again, like I said, I'm sure that there will probably be more that comes out, but
I think we should be placing bets on when he's coming back. Like, somebody has to have a pool. What's the over under? What are we thinking? A month? 2 months? Is it going to be a long time? 3 months?
I say 2 weeks.
I agree, because he's got to pay mortgage. How's he going to do it? He can't.
I said 2 weeks. Nerdy said a month. I think Shanry said a week. What say you? You say 2 weeks too?
I feel like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I feel like maybe even less, because what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Honestly,
I don't know.
What's he gonna do?
I truthfully do not know, but all right, my dears. Yeah. Well, thank you guys again for joining us here today. Greatly appreciate it. My last thought on this is shame on you, Boogie. Shame on you. Just you are pathetic. If this turns out, which we already probably know, we're about 99.9% sure that you faked this, shame on you. Shame on you. You deserve to be ridiculed. And I'm saying that as calmly as I can. So, Anyway, well, thank you, Gigi, for joining us this morning.
Of
And
course.
to Nerdy and to Shannon.
Listen,
Thank
we
you.
all should be manifesting that plot twist I talked about. Thank you for having me. And I'm sure I will talk to you and everyone later. Bye.
Okay, bye, Gigi. Thank you. Yes, so I'm glad that you guys were able to come out. I know it was a bit of a longer one than what I had initially thought it was going to be, but thank you guys so much for coming out here. We will probably be back. We're going to shoot for Thursday for Ladies Night, so we're going to shoot for Ladies Night again on Thursday if all works out. Hopefully, Shanri will be able to join us, and obviously everybody else, Nietzsche, Gigi, Squatchin, and Empress, and maybe Bunny, depending on what her schedule is going to be like. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys again for coming out. Greatly appreciate every single one of you. I'm not gonna play the ending music because I legitly have to get out of here. So I'm so sorry. But thank you guys again, and we will talk to you guys all next week. Bye, guys.